And here we are. We are live, baby. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Coffee Breath Show. Things are looking a little bit different today. Do you guys know why? Can anybody in the chat identify what's different here? Because I sure can. Everything here on the screen is pretty normal and typical for me. But thank you all for joining us in the chat. I see a lot of people in there already. I see Ben, I see Crit, I see Zai Sakura. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I see Derek as well. I'll go ahead and reveal it. I'll go ahead and reveal what
it's the lighting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the lighting. That's
the
what
lighting,
changed.
yeah.
So for the very first time,
yeah,
no, that wasn't it. For the very first time ever, we have a guest on the Coffee Breath Show, a dear friend of mine, the one, the only, notorious fighting game commentator, Twitch streamer, content creator, internet comedian,
Pro gamer,
professional gamer,
director of the web series Training Partners that you can find right now on youtube.sharpiepls.com.
Exactly, yeah, that. Yes, the one and only, the Purple Sharpie. Thank you, Sharpie, so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lee. You're
on
really
fire.
busy. I know that you haven't slept for the past 72 hours, but you're doing great, sweetheart.
Thank you for being here with us, Sharpie, and what an honor it is to have you here live in person.
She is here, physically.
Right here next to us. I can go over and, give her a high five. Yep. Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, shit, wait, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, look at that. That's good. That's this is content right here. That's it.
Well, honestly, Daniel, after the very first time where I called in and I had that very candid discussion about the spider, sending assassinations to kill me, I then thought, what else could I do after being featured on cable broadcast television and literally getting verified on Twitter, but come on to the #1 rated show that my mother has literally told me to never appear on. So I'm really grateful that you guys had time for me to be here today. Thank you so much for making time out of that day. I'm so excited to listen to your very insightful and incredibly intense creative journalism that goes on here and take questions from this beautiful community that you've built up that is in no way, shape, or form a bunch of shitposts.
Yeah. What a resounding just vote of confidence, and I really appreciate that. And I think actually that one's gonna go down in the books as my favorite descriptor of the Coffee Breath Show ever. That show my mom told me to never be on. That's a good one. I think someday I'd like to put that on a t-shirt. And speaking of which, you guys may have seen the stream title tonight. I was cooking up something a little bit new. I had a lot of requests over the past few weeks or so. Actually, a lot longer than that. Mostly ever since we started the show and we started using these mugs all the time. I had a lot of requests for the people at home to purchase some of these mugs. And for the longest time, I said, no, you don't actually want them. It's too much work. You're not going to like it, But the people demanded it, and you know me, guys, you know me.
We know you.
You know me.
We see you.
And if you know anything about me, it's that I give the people what they want. And so here it is. The Coffee Breath merch store is now open. This is sort of a preliminary version of what it is. Kind of just some basic designs to get us started on there with the logo. There will be some cooler shit on there eventually, but I kind of wanted to just do a little I haven't even posted about this on the internet yet. Just want to do a little preview for all of the Coffee Breath diehards, all the coffee heads in the chat who are here with us live tonight. To kind of have a soft launch of the merch store and to celebrate our very first guest ever. You can go to the merch store right now and you can make a purchase on there and type in the promo code Sharpie, all caps, for 10% off your order. And you can find a link to that by typing !merch in the chat if you're joining us live right now, or the link is in the description on both Twitch and on YouTube. And that promo code will be active all the way through this weekend. So if you're watching the VOD tomorrow, that's great. You can check it out then, and the promo code will still be active.
I received no portions of any sales, so definitely go crazy.
Yeah, I definitely just set up that promo code without telling Sharpie that I was using her name in my store's promo code. But that's okay. I also, just small disclaimer, the store's brand new and I have not yet received the sample products. So I do not know what they look like. If you order them, please send me a picture of it when you get it. And there also tonight should be stream alerts that will pop up on the stream if someone buys something. I'm actually not 100% sure if those are working either because I didn't really have a way to test it without actually buying something. So if someone buys something tonight, please let me know in the chat so I can check if those are working. But that's all for the news. Tonight we're bringing Sharpie here for a reason. We're not just bringing Sharpie here to waste her fucking time. Her time is valuable and it's worth a lot of money. Trust me.
That's what I've been told. Price starts at about 10 cents.
Yep, I had to pay out of pocket for this one, and let me tell you, I think it was worth it. And here's why, because there's no one better than Sharpie to deal with the absolute dredges of the internet, the unwashed masses out there who are going to be calling into our show tonight. That's right, it's been a little bit, but the phone lines are open. Sharpie just gifted 20 fucking subs to the chat. Jesus fucking Christ, Sharpie.
That was my mistake. I was actually just trying to host the stream and I accidentally slipped and just paid $100. My bad. Oops.
You're actually fucking crazy. Thank you so much, Sharpie. That's ridiculous. You're the best. You are way too kind. Thank you for that. Shout outs to everyone in the show. You're now going to hear that sound 20 times in a row. You're going to hear the third strike sound a bunch of times. Again, thank you so fucking much. That is extremely kind of you. You're the best. I do not require my guests to do that. I did not put her up to this. That was a choice she made of her own volition.
I will see my loved ones once I do it.
The cool thing is she can now demand you to be silent for 20 minutes.
That's true. We do have kind of a soft rule here on the show where anytime you spend any amount of money on the stream, the amount that you spend gives you more time to make me shut up. So if at any point during the show, Sharpie, you want me to just stop talking, you got the reins. You've got the fucking steering wheel. You got the mute button in your hand.
It's important to me that we hear from everybody's voices, you know, especially cis white men. I think that's really important.
Yeah, I've been saying for years they don't listen to us enough. You know what? I'm glad it's finally my month, so I get a chance to.
Oh,
Never mind. Nope, that bit ends right there. No, it's all good.
That was definitely a volleyball and a smack. I love it.
Trust me, we've done way worse, and it's always either me or Myles that takes it there. So
I was about to say we've done way worse.
That's nothing new for the show. But anyway, thank you again so much for the subs, Sharpie, and I hope everyone enjoys them.
Is Rita Hamer?
Yes, that's Liz's mom. Liz's mom got a sub. That's awesome.
Nice.
I should probably say some people might be wondering where Liz is at tonight. She is taking a temporary social distancing from us, just because she worked on a film set and so was potentially exposed to COVID. I run a pretty tight fucking ship around here, so in a week or two she'll be back on the show after she's properly quarantined. But in the meantime, we've got Better Liz. That's what I'm gonna start calling Sharpie. Is Better Liz.
Oh no, Jake got a sub.
What's up, Nick?
I literally haven't left my home in about 5 weeks now.
Yeah, me neither. I went to pick up a pizza like 2 days ago, and that was about it, baby. Well, anyway,
can we call her Spicy Meatball Nation?
What do you mean spicy?
Because we got Meatball Nation for Liz, but then the only thing better than a meatball is a spicy meatball.
That's true.
Oh, I see.
So
yeah,
Sharpie
yeah.
is Spicy Meatball Nation.
I don't know if maybe this is a cultural thing. Usually when I have meat, I spice them already. I don't know if the adding of spice is an element, adds another element to them. You not typically.
This is why she's Spicy Meatball Nation. That's the natural state. She's already better than Liz, who is an unsalted, unspiced, unseasoned meatball.
Yeah, I'm starting.
I did get an international baccalaureate degree.
Just like Liz.
Why do we have to pit women against each other? Come on, Myles. Liz is literally watching the show, and you're like, you know what?
I didn't pit her again. That was Dan who called her Better Liz. So I am blameless.
Well, you know what? If Liz wants to,
literally just call me Liz 2.0.
If Liz wants to fucking defend herself, she can call into this show. She owns a microphone. And anyone out there watching tonight can call into this show because the phone lines are open. I started mentioning it before and I'm mentioning it again. Here's the theme for tonight. We are going to be interviewing you, everyone out there in the audience. You can call into this show by using our Discord. If you're not already in there, you can type !call in the chat to get instructions on exactly what to do. Wait, did you also just donate $20? What the fuck? Stop!
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah.
Your presence here is more than enough value. I don't need all of this money.
Why are you returning the money that he paid for your present by the cent?
It's Black History Month, and I just felt like I should do something nice to, a community that could really deserve it.
Yeah.
Players.
Yeah, we really deserve it here.
If we're gonna talk about privileged communities paying for underprivileged communities, I really appreciate Sharpie that you are paying for our literal piss pot poor television series. So
yeah, that's true.
And
Sharpie's
I'm
big
paying
time.
Twitch all of this month, and I have made about $2,000 for my subs and donations this month.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
See,
we can't eat food.
Yeah,
we have no money.
She's fucking big time. We're broke as shit. I take it back. Keep donating.
Yeah. Only 20?
I literally have to pay more taxes anyway.
Yeah, it do really be like that. Chat, by the way, let us know if there's any audio issues. But as I was saying, you can call into the show tonight. And the theme for tonight is that we are interviewing you. So what you're going to do is you're going to type !call into the chat to get a link to our Discord and instructions on how to call in. If you're already in our Discord, there's a voice channel in there called The Waiting Room. And I see there's a couple people in there already. That's great. Thank you guys for waiting. And shortly, I'll drag you into the main room, and you'll be live here on stream with us. And we're gonna just ask you some fucking questions, and you're just gonna have to answer them however you see fit.
We've been asked to bump Sharpie's volume up.
Oh my god.
No, I can do it
Right here.
Sure. Let us know if that's good or bad or whatever. This is.
It's a good thing Ben has yet to complain, but he will.
Was that how many decibels was that? I don't know if that was 3.
Yeah, quick decibel check.
So I actually have
I'll
OBS
just do this.
literally on my Yeti X microphone that you can grab right now by going to blueyeti.com/SharpiePLS promo code #I was definitely paid for that. But through my very, very advanced USB-C connection here, I can see that I actually bumped it up about 5 decibels. So let me know.
I also angled the mic. Ben, if that's not enough for you, we've got 2 people trying to help you out.
Trust me, it's never enough for Ben.
It's never enough for Ben.
I'm fixing this dude's shit every fucking week. He's coming to me with a new fucking problem about my show that I need to fix for his pleasure. And trust me, I've had it up to here.
To be fair, he does hear our audio upside down, so I think that distorts things.
Yeah, being in Australia, it probably sounds fucking weird over there. So.
Yeah, he can't hear it over the spiders.
This is
what's
good.
it like living without quarantine because you have a decent administration that knows how to set up social distancing?
Yeah. Also, what's it like not to have Hotline Miami too? That's the real question. What's it like not to have that game?
They don't have that?
Yeah, no, a lot of games.
By Facebook, you guys can't even share your news anymore. You guys even exist if you're not on Facebook.
Yeah, a lot of games get. I didn't realize about the Facebook stuff though. A lot of games don't make it to Australia, but the Facebook stuff I had no idea about.
Yeah,
they literally announced it today. Australia, they lost a lawsuit in Australia that means that basically Australian news sources actually have to get paid by Facebook if their news sources are being digested and shared on Facebook. So news industries that exclusively exist on Facebook would then share these articles and people would digest them, and now news companies that sell those articles, write those articles, are asking for payment from Facebook. They lost that lawsuit. Facebook has to pay them, pay them all of that. Facebook answered by saying, okay, well then we just won't allow anyone to ever share anything for those companies.
Interesting.
In Australia exclusively.
Wow. That's crazy.
I feel like that might make their society better, though. I don't think anything good has ever come from Facebook.
That's true. I agree with that. Real quick before we start taking calls, Sharpie, is it possible for you to mute yourself on the OBS Ninja thing and then unmute yourself on Discord? Because I actually think the audio on there was way better. I'm still getting a lot of stuttering on our end. If that's possible. If not, no worries. It seems to be coming and going.
Okay, is this better?
Yeah,
much
that's
better.
So much better. Holy
You
shit.
know what I just realized is I actually wasn't muted at all inside of Discord.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, either one or the other will be fine. Shit, we got a few people in here. We actually got 4 people in the queue, so let's, if we're all ready, let's bring in our first caller.
Grievous was waiting first.
Yeah, Grievous was first, so Grievous, you'll be up. So I'm bringing you in the next 5 seconds. So.
Definitely the highlight of my 29 years on this earth.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The removal of Facebook?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hands down.
All right.
That was their one.
There he is.
Hey,
There's
there he
Grievous,
is.
longtime fan of the show. Thank you so much for calling us. How are you today, Grievous?
I'm doing good. It's Friday.
Yeah, that's pretty poggers. I agree with that. All right, first interview.
You agree that it's Friday?
Yeah.
Anybody else in the chat
do
agree?
you fucking
Grievous?
disagree,
Not-
Pops?
not
Would you
if
like
it's-
to disagree with me?
No,
Ben would
I-
definitely not agree that it's Friday.
Yeah, I don't think Ben agrees that it's
It's
Friday.
technically Saturday in parts of the UK right now.
Parts of the
And-
UK,
yeah, it's-
all of
And
Asia.
like the rest of the world.
Actually, I think all of the UK is Saturday.
Yeah.
There's more to the world than just the US.
Well, who the fuck lives there? That's weird.
Yeah, see,
Like-
so Dan, you're very quick to agree when maybe you haven't done enough thinking.
Yeah, but the difference between the world and me is that I live in the U.S. and they don't have me. So
Exactly.
I
That's a
agree
level
with
of
that.
confidence that I think everyone should have.
So, valuable citizen of the United States, Grievous. First question, what's your favorite color and why?
gold.
Why?
I like gold because it's shiny and it's actually one of my favorite colors. When I was a kid, I was like, "Mom, you gotta paint the rooms gold," and she's like, "No."
Well, I mean, what, does money grow on fucking trees? She's gonna paint the whole room gold? That's
Yeah,
that's
color.
expensive.
Listen, I like gold. I can't. It's
No,
very
I-
nice.
I feel you. Our whole bar's aesthetic is gold here. You'll see all of like the mixing tools and shit we have is gold. We're fucking iced out over here, but
Many of our teeth.
that's because we're big time Twitch streamers. We're some of the most massive individuals on the platform, and so with great audience comes great value.
Privilege.
Yeah, great privilege and financial gain.
Yeah, I love the explanation.
Speaking of financial gain, what's the worst job you've ever had, Grievous?
I actually have never had a job.
Okay, well,
I'm in school.
Would you like one?
because
Oh, you're in school.
I'm in school and I'm focusing on school so I can get out and get a job. So
Respectable
I
answer.
have a great question for
Go
you
ahead,
here,
Sharpie.
Grievous.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
what part of school do you feel helps prepare you the most for the world?
probably all my cybersecurity and computer classes.
Do you in any way, shape, or form feel like right now you are more qualified than half the people out currently that have not been taught that? And do you believe that even without any experience, people are going to hire you?
I don't know. I think I'll have a little bit more knowledge on more modern stuff than I do with people who've been in the field right now.
Follow-up question, and this is the most important one. Have you ever considered a career as a Russian bot?
A Russian bot.
A
Yeah.
Russian bot. I see a lot of them every single day on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Apparently, it's a very lucrative field. So I'm just curious if in any way, shape, or form that's why you went into the field, because you were pursuing that line.
No, I don't want to be part of Russia.
Definitely look at
There are many dirty countries that also allow for bots as a career. You can be a Peruvian
No.
bot.
No.
You can be a
No.
Peruvian bot.
No,
You can be a.
Stop. The only bot in this
I
room.
really enjoyed Dan's face there because, like, as I went to line the question, he's like, "Where's this going?" And he's like, "Oh man, the Russian bots! No one expects the Russian bots."
The only bot in this room is Parks, because if you've ever seen him stream League of Legends, you know
Parks is a
exactly what I'm
robot.
talking about. Alright, we've got a lot of people waiting, so I can't hold you for too long, Grievous, but I do want to ask you one more question before you go, and that question is,
Yeah.
Myles, if you could ask Grievous one question, what would it be?
Oh, great question, but unfortunately you've already asked it. Does he have to answer the question?
Yes.
He has to answer the question. Okay, if I could ask Grievous one question, what would it be?
I feel like we should have established rules beforehand.
No, I wanted to do it on the fly.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
I'm saying
no,
rules for the call-in.
Okay, I do have a question.
They
for
have to
Grievous.
answer the questions.
I do have a question for Grievous.
Okay, Myles, let's hear it.
Grievous, what
Shit. Go.
Parks? You asked the question.
It's my turn,
Yes,
apparently.
Yeah. Grievous, what is your favorite game? that no one you know has heard of. This is the game that you are the #1 fan of in the planet. You're convinced you're the only one who's ever heard of it. And if any of us have heard of it, we will kill you.
Yeah, I'll send assassins.
We'll send a Russian bot to your house.
Yeah. Okay.
So think fast.
Think fast?
Yeah, you have.
You've got 3 seconds.
3 seconds is what I said.
I've played Medal of Honor European Assault.
I've never heard of that one. I know of Medal of Honor.
Yeah, same. I know of Medal of Honor, but that was not one I knew off the top of my head.
The European Assault?
European Assault, yeah. It's about being a Russian bot.
Did we assault Europe?
So what I'm hearing is that you actually are. It really just sounds like he's getting ready for a career in Soviet Russia, guys.
Yeah.
It does.
Soviet Russia bad.
Soviet Russia bad.
Soviet
Russia
Russia
sounds like a bot.
Grievous dropping some hot facts.
Soviet Russia bad.
Like it or not, he's spitting facts.
I have good news. I have great news for you. Soviet Russia is so bad, they're not around anymore. So, honestly, Soviet Russia's kind of malding these days. Kind of malding.
True. Well, thank you so much, Grievous, for calling in. Anything to shout out before we let you go?
Shout out to all my friends. Shout out to the chat, because I like chat. And shout out my Twitch channel.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Wait,
let's get that URL.
It's right now Two Face Productions, but it's going to go back to Grievous 623 in like a week. So
623? Okay.
623, like 626 minus 3.
Yeah, minus 3.
No, my birthday is June 23rd.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, he pulled back the curtain. Now there's no longer a mystery. So, thank you, Grievous, so much for calling in. Always appreciate you and your support of the channel.
Yes, sir. Stay safe, everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to pass you out now. Thanks.
Hey, happy birthday in 4 months.
Yeah, happy birthday in 4 months.
4 months in like 3 days.
All right, that was great. Thanks so much for calling in, Grievous. Great caller, and we've got a fucking stack of callers here. So
it's actually 623 in the States and nowhere else. Sorry, Necra. 236.
Well, now we know who has a Saturday right now. So
yeah.
Oh, 236. You mean quarter circle forward? I got you, friend.
Hey.
Okay. Us fighting games.
Us degenerates over here. We know what's going on.
We got some skullgirls in the chat or in the show. I guess.
Guys, we're joined by.
Skullgirls, that's a dead game. I only play them fighting her.
Sharpie! Oh no!
Wait, hold on. Wait. Guys, hold on.
You don't know the news. You don't know the news. We'll explain this after.
No, guys, hold on. I was misinformed. This is actually really surprising me. I was told, I prepared this graphic because I was told Sharpie is the world's biggest Big Band fan. Shit, I was supposed to put her on that fucking graphic. Shit, I fucked up. It didn't show up.
God.
This was supposed to be such a funny bit where she was going to be on the screen. Fuck, let me just fix it real quick.
Rip.
Do not clip me on this. Do not Twitch chat. I'm telling y'all right now, if you clip me on this, I will find you and I will block you on literally every single piece of social media. Do not flip me on this graphic. I don't know where Dan went, but no, don't put me on this! I don't want to be here! This isn't what I want! This is literally in Black History Month? Really? We doing this?
This is Big Band History Month now.
And, I mean, what an honor it is to be joined by the world's #1 Big Band fan. And so it's a bit surprising to me that you'd say something that like Skullgirl's a bad game because I was told to prepare this. I was told by my interns who tell me what who gather the facts.
They do the
for me.
research for us.
Yeah. I was told that we had to have a slide that says Sharpie is the world's biggest Big Band fan.
Can I tell a quick story? A quick anecdote, if I may?
Yes.
While the screen is over the screen though.
Yep, it has to be on the screen.
Over the screen, of course, over the screen, because otherwise, then I can't clip it and share it on my several very, very amazing social media platforms. So at one point in time, when I didn't hate Big Band, and I was kind of only memeing on him because I really do dislike everything about his kit and how disgusting he is as a character. Someone on Twitter actually posted a picture of me holding up a blank page where I said "Play Skullgirls." They photoshopped that out, posted a picture of Big Band there, and then made a bunch of hearts. And I'm just very frustrated by the fact that everyone seems to really keep doing this to me. It feels like the bit that keeps giving, because once upon a time I found it in my heart to literally hate the world's most broken character in any fighting game ever, and everyone is gaslighting me for it. and I don't know why.
Don't worry. Speaking
I'm
of
just
people,
telling the
It's
truth.
so funny that you say that because Big Band is my favorite character in a fighting game ever. And here's why. It's because I play as him. So it doesn't matter to me how busted he is because I use him.
Dan, how do you feel about Inkling from Splatoon, who I also use against you, Daniel? One of the most busted characters. How do you feel about that? We talk a little bit about.
I don't want to talk about any character that isn't Big Band right now because we are so lucky to be joined by the world's biggest Big Band fan. And so for that reason, I want to really make sure tonight we focus on what's most important, which is Sharpie and her love and appreciation for the best fighting game character ever made. So thank you for that, Sharpie, and for sharing your love with Big Band with us. That's really an honor to be a part of that.
No
love
problem.
that you guys
Dan has a micro penis. Moving on.
Kathy!
Sources?
Kathy!
Not like this.
Can we get a fact check on that? All right, let's bring in some callers.
Hey, who's next on the
Hey,
list?
speaking of callers who only have the same joke back and forth, why don't we bring in one of my friends?
No, Zai Sakura's been.
Oh, I thought they were in first. Never mind.
Okay, we'll bring in that person next. First, we're gonna bring in Zai Sakura. So, Zai Sakura, I hope you're ready to talk because you're in the chat right now.
Hey, if you had better jokes, I wouldn't have to say this shit to you. But you don't, so I do.
Zai Sakura, can you hear us? It looks like you're still muted. Oh, you're unmuted now? Hello? Yes? Maybe? Anything?
Did we server mute him?
No, I don't think
I'm not
so.
hearing anything either.
Yeah.
It says he's on.
Yeah, Zai Sakura, we'll hang on
Are
for
you-
a second. If you're having mic issues, let us know. If you can't hear us, I don't know, type something in the chat if you're having problems.
Our
We'll-
first interview question is, are you having mic issues? Please respond as succinctly as possible.
Well, that was not the answer we were looking for.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you did not get the job.
Blah,
Popular,
yes.
We can't hear ya. We're
Okay.
not
yes.
the
Zai
same
Sakura, I'm
way.
putting you back in the waiting room. Figure out your mic shit, and I will bring you back in a little bit. But in the meantime, we're gonna bring in Crit.
Great.
Crit, the one and only.
Yay!
Thanks so much for joining us, Crit. Shit, this isn't really
You should
working
change
out.
your nickname to...
Also, you're still muted. There you go.
Hello.
Okay, hey. There you go.
Hello. Hello, Crit. How are you? It's been a while since we've talked.
I am tired.
Why? Tell us.
It's
That's
been
the
a
first
long week
That's the first question. Why was your week so long?
because someone at my work retired and we had a bunch of extra busy work on top of just having an increase in production at work.
What I like to do when people try to, leave me in the dust like that is I like to bury them first. So next time someone at your job thinks that they have the fucking gall, they have the sack to retire on you, make sure you retire them first, okay? Put them in the ground before they put themselves in the ground. Think about that next time.
The problem is that's still going to screw me over because they won't be able to go into work.
Exactly, but at least you did it with your own two hands, right? Like, at least it was of your own volition.
With your bootstraps.
Yeah.
Bootstraps.
Yeah, bootstraps. Sharpie's 100% right. The bootstraps are key. Liz in the chat brings up a great question. Why is Myles hiding? I want to know.
I think we're not supposed to ask.
Close up on
questions.
Myles. Shit.
Actually, I
Close
guess...
up on Myles.
I think Miles is just scared of me.
Yeah, I wonder why. Like, I really wonder why. Is it, like, because he gets really embarrassed when you, like, tell him the truth about who he is? A furry?
No, we are not the same person. Trust me, Ark.
So, Crit, I have a personal question right now because I'm hearing that you are, if I understand correct, are you a member of the furry community?
Yes, I am.
Poggers.
Is it true? Is it true what they say about furries and armpits?
What?
Whole armpit smelling thing, like do furries? Okay, I'm
No,
not
that's
memeing right
Toho
now. I'm not
fans.
memeing. I actually
Oh, Myles
have a lot
knows.
of furry friends, and I've always genuinely questioned this. This is not a meme. I'm not doing a bit or anything like this. It's a genuine question that I've had for a very long time, and I'm too scared to ask any of my actual furry friends because I don't want to offend them. I've heard inside the furry community that when furries meet each other, they actually smell each other's armpits to establish scent.
I
That
never heard or experienced that. I do not know where you got that information from.
Okay, I swear to God, it was told to me in college once upon a time when I found out that my boyfriend was a furry. Someone at my job told me that, and then a bunch of other people co-signed on it, and he never disproved it.
That's a story that I need to hear later. That is...
But right now, Crit, I was just asking you because I wanted to know, like, how people determine scents, like if there was a scent that you could buy at, like, Target. They were, like, perfume, they furry. Like, I was trying to figure it out. This isn't a joke, chat. I'm not doing a bit right now. It's a genuine question. I thought we were asking our viewers questions. This is the question I had.
We're gonna scare off all the future wannabe callers.
Okay. I've never heard of that happening. Knowing some of the weird stuff people in the furry community are into, it wouldn't surprise me if that's someone's thing. But I've never heard of it, and none of my friends have told me they're into that.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Liz in the chat.
I apologize. I wasn't trying to like come off as weird or ask you a gotcha question. But if you want me to ask you a real question, I can right now, unless any of my other co-hosts here would like to.
Parks, you haven't asked any questions.
I just want to call out Liz's comment that said "Oh, defer." Which really fucked me up.
They did reference Pepe Le Pew when I was speaking about them, and in my defense, the people I was asking, it was like a 28-year-old lesbian and like a 22 bisexual male. So I don't feel like it was the best audience because neither one of them were furries.
Also,
so,
neither.
You know, it was a very
the problem. I mean, they could have been because there is no such thing as a straight furry, and there never has been. So.
No, that's not true. There are some Nazi furries, and they are definitely straight.
Speaking of furries,
very true.
And also Nazi ones, not to plug my own shit, but you know.
Wait, what the?
Wait, sorry, that was really
yeah.
That was a really bad transition. Wait, no, everybody shut up.
Make sure to purchase Dan's book. It's called Mein Kampf.
Shut up, that was such a
Check
bad
it out.
transition. I fucked
He
up
wrote
that
it in
transition.
jail.
I fucked up that transition. I am not a furry or a Nazi. I am not a furry.
But are you both at the same time?
I'm neither. But what I did do was an investigative documentary on furries and some of the alt-right parts of their subculture. And if you happen to be watching this on our YouTube channel, it's on there. I made it a few years ago. It's called Fuzzies. If you are interested in watching it, you can sign that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no Nazi elements of that. You just fucking lied to everyone.
No, we talked a lot about. Oh no, well that was in the episode of the show, not the documentary.
Yeah.
But we did get into the whole Confederate flag furry thing.
Also, you said Adolf Furler. It's Adolf Hitler. Obviously,
Okay.
also he's
Also
the Furher. Yeah.
Wait, we're going.
Der Furher.
No.
We're going off the rails. I'm here to say, fuck all of this shit. I'm getting it back on track. I'm the host, and I decide what fuck you guys.
Dan said, "Fuck furries."
Yeah,
I am one.
Yeah,
My name is Daniel
No,
J.
didn't say that. Just didn't say that.
Dan.
As a black woman, honestly, I don't know a lot about the alt-right, but what I do know is that Crit Success Nerd, you're all right with me. And
Hey.
thank you so much for answering all my questions about the furry.
So, anyways, speaking of fascism,
No.
Dan wants to take control of the stream again. So
I actually just fucked myself with that comment.
Yeah, you really did.
I'm actually just fucked. For the
Don't
rest
worry,
of
we don't have the member of the panel that makes the same joke 15 times anymore, so it's fine.
Okay, great. Next question from me. What is your
Some spicy water today.
Yeah, whoa.
Crit, what is the best Wi-Fi name you've ever seen? On, like someone else's Wi-Fi, like in college or something. Like you.
Good one.
There's like a long list. What's the best one you've seen?
I don't pay attention to other people's Wi-Fi's, honestly.
That's a
Are you
weird
kidding?
champ. That's a weird champ for
My
me.
first day of college was like, I just walked floor to floor in my 20-story apartment building and just like read all the Wi-Fi names off.
That's a weird champ.
Okay, yeah, that's actually weird.
I feel like you're missing out.
More telling of your personal hobbies than anything. I think what we're really finding out here is that we have a serial killer literally on our hosting board right now. I don't really know how much of that is about the viewer. But, you know, it's great. It's great to see that we have so much representation on here.
Who's to say that his crimes were specifically about murder? He could have been casing the place for robberies, all right? He could be playing some thief right about now, figuring out what's the infiltration point. Shoot a rope arrow so he can climb into the 13th floor, rob the whole place, get the fuck out in time.
Y'all are getting, like, way too into this. I just grew up in Texas, so I didn't really have much talk.
That's true. There's literally nothing
They have
else.
internet in Texas?
Not until college. Not until college.
They literally have to leave there because they have like no power. How do they have internet?
Yeah, they currently don't, but they also didn't until I went to college, and so that's why it was such a big deal for me. So I would appreciate if you all calm down a little bit.
That's
I'd never
true.
heard of Wi-Fi until the day before, and then I found out about all the names that you could have.
Yeah, if you look at Parks, if you look at him closely in the eyes, you can see this is truly an individual who is part of an underserved community, part of a group of individuals who can really use
Alright.
support.
Yeah, he's a member of the
I
race
used
called
to volunteer in the
Goblins.
suburbs.
So
I used to literally volunteer in the suburbs of like Dallas when I was young. So
Oh,
you know,
God.
I spent a lot of time with like underprivileged rednecks. So I understand.
speaking of underprivileged rednecks, Dan, do you have another question?
What? Fuck off. You guys talked so fucking much that Crit didn't even get to
That's like
answer the
question.
fucking question.
Well, he answered the question. He said I didn't have any interesting Wi-Fi names, so it's now on to another
Technically got
question.
more questions than the last guy.
See, Liz has a cool answer.
Yeah, that's actually a great one from Liz in the chat. She said there's someone in her new building with a Wi-Fi network named Clit Chasers.
Clit Chasers is
I'll real quick throw in my 2 cents here because I know everyone's asking for it. The best Wi-Fi network I've ever seen was my old one at my old apartment, which was called Puyo Puyo and Tetris. And the 5 gigahertz one was Tetris because it's faster. It moves faster than Puyo Puyo in the game Puyo Puyo Tetris. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, I get that.
It does.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
All right. Well, that didn't really land. Chris.
Yeah, so also...
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but unfortunately I've known about it
I
for
mean,
3 years.
definitely
So.
don't put it in your type 5 though. Nobody will laugh.
Yeah.
A good one that I've
Wow.
seen though is The Land Before Time.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good
Kids
one.
hide your Wi-Fi.
Oh, I have seen that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. There's a couple that get like passed around on the internet. I think The Land Before Time is one of them because there's no way anyone's that clever.
Shout out
Chris,
Slothy.
I have a final question for you before we go ahead and let you go, which is I'm assuming the hosts here were talking about prior to the Wi-Fi. Was what is the most intimate moment that you can remember from your childhood?
That's such a good one.
Oh, fuck.
While you think about it, quick shout out
Does it
to
have anything to do with
Sloth-
Chugga Conroy?
No, I'm not telling that story here. Don't
No, you can tell that
fucking
story. Don't
dare.
worry. Don't worry. Everyone wants to hear the story. You can tell it.
No, I'm not telling that. Like,
You can tell the story.
That's
Don't
what-
worry.
it's going to be in the competition of embarrassing story.
Oh, that would have been a great
No,
embarrassing story
intimate,
competition.
intimate. This could be a happy intimate. This could be a sad intimate.
It could be a moment of
preferably,
sexual
you know,
discovery. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
I
not
will
in any
fly
way, shape,
over
or
there
form
and
invested
kill
in this, but
you.
Myles did offer in that conversation, and I assume that's because he's specifically interested in your sexual history, which is not for any of us to critique, but apparently Myles seems to be very interested in it.
Oh no, I just
Not
know the
saying
story,
that
and I
in here,
figure
just
after
saying
4
that
years of
people who
the same
laugh
joke,
at
we can
nonsense.
get a little ammunition on you. Figure
Yeah,
after
why?
a couple
I'm
years
not
of
telling you
Let the man
same
talk!
joke.
Please.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing so hard right now.
Talk! Now!
Okay. I guess probably one of my most intimate. This is going to be a little bit cheesy, but when I first beat the Pokemon Mystery Red Rescue Team, like that was like one of my first games that really got me to love playing video games, and beating it for the first time was a very intimate and special moment for me.
I too also look at Pikachu's thick ass sometimes and think,
Yo.
God damn, that's
That's
gets me
not
going.
what I'm saying.
So we know how you ended up a furry, but how did you end up a Nazi?
Yo, Dan has
I'm
gone to
s-
McDonald's so many times for those little Pikachu boxes, let me tell you.
I'm so sorry, Crit. I've been so rude tonight, and I really, truly apologize to you.
No,
And
it's fine.
I paid him a lot of money to be like that.
I really appreciate you calling into the show, and thank you for sharing that intimate moment with us. That's something I'm going to think about for a long time.
Crit, I just want to
Probably
let you...
tonight before he sleeps.
Yeah.
Or while
Make
he
sure
sleeps.
to check out a Let's Play if you get a chance.
Crit, anything?
Miles, I will kill you right now.
Oh no, don't worry. I've been saying that to you for the last 4 years. So
I don't know. You two are on some weird shit, and I need to cut it off here because we still have a big queue of callers. So, Crit,
Alright.
any final shout-outs for the chat?
I vaguely heard Miles earlier mentioning, like, quoting you as "I'm a furry," and I would like someone to clip that for me, please. Thank you.
Me? I'm not a furry. No.
Yeah,
No,
someone
Miles
clipped
was-
in.
pretend quoting you saying like I'm a furry and a Nazi. I would just like to quote the I'm a furry part.
You did literally say that. Yeah, that
I did not say the words
literally
I
what it
am
You did
and
say-
I did not say those words in the same sentence. I said
no, it
them.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You
See,
could
I
probably
actually did
edit
not
them
go
together. Like if you wanted to edit them together, you could.
All right, fuck
You-
this. Thank you, Crit. Thanks for calling in. Always appreciate your support on the show, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we're going to give Zai Sakura another chance. Thanks again, Crit. Sorry to push you out so fast. Just want to make sure that everyone gets a chance in here. Zai Sakura, you're live. You're live. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can.
it's working. Fuck
Excellent.
yeah, let's go. That's huge. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Hang on, let me pause the show. I'm very good.
Oh yeah, when you're calling in, make sure you mute the stream because you're gonna get a weird delay.
A weird thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. First of all, before I even ask you any questions, thank you so much for your continued support. Always in the chat here,
Yeah.
always hitting us up in Discord and tweeting at all of us in the Coffee Breath crew. Thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. We really appreciate it.
Beyond that,
Yeah.
really, thank you in your support of me supporting Dan and his, his adventure with vegetables and
Hey,
just
shut
other
the fuck
things
up and
that
let
he
our
needs
guests
to
talk.
learn.
Can we let the guests talk?
It's really nice to
Well,
finally
we do have
meet
to
you.
ask a question first. So.
I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
I give Zai Sakura the moment.
Sorry, what?
So, my first question is, why do you care so much about Dan's livelihood? And also, how do we actually pronounce your name? Because I think we may have been butchering it.
Yeah, we've had this chat in the chat where like Dan asked me, Dan mispronounces my name, and then I say this is how you pronounce it,
Mhm.
and then he again tonight mispronounces my name.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
did you correct me on it before?
Zi in Chinese is zi, but I usually let everyone just say Z. No one in my recent and distant memory has ever called it Zai, which I found,
Okay.
very interesting. I will
In-
remember that.
In my defense, there are so many head-ass fucking names in this chat that I have to try to read out sometimes.
Got him. He's on the defensive.
Not
Yeah.
to say that yours is a head-ass name, but I always just have to assume people are on some
Dan, can you
crackhead
take the
shit.
foot out of your mouth for a second, please?
Yeah, maybe. Hey, Sharpie,
Dan,
if you want to tell him
Can I
to
see
shut
your hair?
up.
Can I see your hair for a second? Because it seems like you're malding right about now.
Can we get a hairline check on Dan? It seems like he's malding a little bit recently.
You know what? I'm just calling you Sakura from now on, and that's what you're getting. That's the name that you're getting.
We could also just
I
say
mean,
Z.
yeah, most people
Let's
just
see.
go with Sakura because it's, pretty, if you're an anime fan or just know Japan stuff, it's like...
You know what?
there.
Fuck me for
You
trying to
see-
say your whole name. Fuck.
Dan, take the L! Take the fucking L, Dan!
Take the L. Dan, give us one of these.
All right,
Give us one of
let's
these.
get the first question. I want to hear it from Sharpie. Sharpie, what's your question for blank
my
Sakura?
question is, how does it feel to know that most of the world completely takes your culture, at complete face value and still manages to butcher your name even after you support their livelihood for so incredibly long? Like, how does that actually feel? I want to hear from you right now.
My continued presence here is to just check the host's ego through the chat.
This host, right?
Make sure everyone understands,
Dan, you're malding so hard.
what you're supporting. I'm also, let me ask Dan a question.
Whoa, wait! You're interviewing me now? You're just taking control? What the fuck?
Yeah, what ethnicity do you think I am?
Here we go.
Dan, this is...
Boy,
This should be
you
easy.
cannot just put me in that position.
This should be easy.
Honestly,
She
she's
did
only
just
answering
reference
my
it.
question
If
right
you were
now, so I
listening-
would appreciate it if you go ahead and give her question. I just want to make sure, am I using the correct pronouns, she and her, or were there other pronouns you'd like for me to use?
Yeah,
I
sorry I didn't
apologize,
ask.
as none of my co-hosts have asked which pronouns they'd like to use, but I did want to give you that feedback right now.
Well,
Thank
I
you,
really appreciate that, Sharpie. I'm a typical straight she, her person.
No problem.
But yeah, I am very curious because it's not that I want to call Dan out, but I am very curious what he thinks my ethnicity is. I just want to see how he answers it.
Honestly, as someone who supported the show this long, I feel like you have the right, honestly, to ask these questions. And it's important for hosts to understand what and who their audience is.
No, please, Sharpie, tell us more. I mean, what were you thinking? Oh, please, Sharpie, continue. You seem to be onto something there.
Dan, I think you're making this about Sharpie and her fandom. I think this is Zai Sakura's kind of moment right now.
It's really just interesting. And honestly, Z, let's ask you a very real question right now, because I am actually interested in asking you some questions about you and finding out more about you right now. So I guess, honestly, from first to last, what would you rank as your most annoying period?
Period as in like menstrual period?
Okay. I'll give you some context. Here. There was one time where literally I was actually at what's the word? A festival. I guess people would call it. Like, you know how sometimes they have like festivals in certain cities and towns. My town still has one. It's called the blank where Sharpie lives festival. It's an actual name. I'm blanking it right now because I don't want to be doxxed. But anyway, I was there and there was a Ferris wheel and I was terrified because these things are so weird and watching them go up in like one day and coming back down in one day is super terrifying. But I remember being terrified and I made a huge fucking scene before I went up on there, and my idiot childhood brain was wearing the most beautiful beige shorts I'd ever worn in my entire life. And I get up there making this whole stink about how I'm terrified going up there, right? So naturally, everyone's watching me scream the entire time. As soon as I come down, the newspaper is actually there. And what is on my pants? But a huge, disgusting, vile cicada. Anyway, I went home later that day and I caught my period. It was just a terrible day overall, but I'm interested in yours.
I'm at least glad that you didn't get your period on the Ferris wheel while the news was
Is
there.
that what you guys thought? I was just talking
did.
about a horrific experience for me. Not everything is about periods, Myles. God, sex.
Yeah, Myles, a little sus, bro. You want to clarify? You want to clarify yourself there real quick?
I do actually.
Myles,
No.
Everyone fell for that when even Dan didn't say anything there. Dan was just quiet. He was like, classic Sharpie.
Yeah, and apparently I'm the most racist person here. So please, I want to hear
Hey,
from
racism
Sakura.
and sexism are two different classes, and honestly, I'm acing mine. So
Spoken like a true black male, not addressing your sexism. But okay, go off.
very true, very true. Yeah, we do
Why
tend to
is
do
this
that.
show so fucking hot right now?
We do tend to do that.
Sakura, I am really interested in your most literal inconvenient period you've ever had to date, because I feel like we don't share enough of these stories, to be very honest.
Yeah, I was trying to think of one. It's a bit farther back, I was at my favorite restaurant in Shanghai in the summer with my dad.
Dan, this is really easy now.
I already knew she said she was from fucking China. I know.
Yeah, why didn't you answer then?
Sorry.
Because he was
I
wrong,
just
that he
had
was
to.
wrong.
I had to fucking
But
shut Myles
no,
down.
I'm glad that he interrupted this moment of her sharing to explain that he knew something. That was very well.
Well,
Can we get a hairline check on Dan, please?
yes.
I fucking hate you guys.
It's okay.
I fucking hate all of you. Sorry, continue. Sakura, please.
Yeah, this is a great show. I think everyone's really having fun. Thank you so much for hosting it tonight, genuinely.
Yeah, eat shit, Sharpie.
Love it.
Sakura, please! I want to hear it from someone who matters. Please, continue
I am
your story.
interested in the story. It sounds really good. We don't share enough of these stories here.
Yeah, so I have my typical dishes that I order, the cold meat dishes, and then you follow it up with the fresh river shrimp, glazing, and then the soup, sweet and sour soup, and then there's there's a nice stir-fried beef dish, and then we get to the dessert, my favorite stuff from my favorite restaurant. And then we're about to leave, and then I stand up, and the chair is like, it's got this, the chair doesn't have, it's not like a wood chair, it's like a chair with a white, cloth over it, like one of those like comfy restaurant chairs in China, in a banquet hall. It's got this white sheet covering it. And it's nice and soft and stuff. And I like stand up later, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, Dad, what do I do? And I think, I forget which other guy was there. I think it was my cousin, my male cousin, who's a bit older.
Did he think you were dying?
No, I mean, they know what a period is, thank goodness. But all I know is I was like, what do I do? And my dad had already paid the bill at that point, and he's like, let's exit.
Wait, did he just he gave him the hit and run?
No, they'd already paid the bill, he said, or she said.
Yeah, we just ran. We just like
that's what sales tax is for. Sales tax is the price of doing business, and honey, that happens when you're in a business.
And so, they gotta get that wash. It's like, I was just like, yeah, I never forgot that. I was like, wait, when I was like going through all my periods, I think that's the one that's probably the worst, actually.
That's pretty fucking bad.
That definitely sounds very inconvenient. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And Dan, thank you so much for chiming in on what your city was. Appreciate you giving us this conversation.
Fuck everyone here right now.
I do have
no, wait, we're done. We gotta move on.
No, I have a question.
Okay, it's gotta be a fast one though, because we gotta move on.
It is gonna be a fast one. Don't worry. This is something you can answer in a single question. Okay, do you have a special talent that you feel like people don't recognize about you?
Well, I mean,
and it could be like a personal trait too. Like it doesn't have to be like playing piano or whatever.
Yeah, it's I mean, like I have a funny answer because I have been dating for the last 8 years, and for the last 5 I've been dating online mostly, because for the love of God I cannot date my friends because I don't know how.
Don't do it. Always
I've gotten pretty good at like filtering people. Of course, my success rate is nothing because, I'm trying to never date again and I'm still dating. But I love, I really was sad that I missed the curation of Myles's profile the other week. Last week. It was last week. Was
2 weeks ago now. 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, I really love the dating stuff, and I think I've done it long enough that I know how I approach it. And so now I feel very in control. But also, the thing I'm not in control is when one of my goddamn friends show up in my feed that I liked 6 years ago, and I'm like, hold up, am I still not over this? And so, but, the good thing is I know how to process that now. And so I just got a little creative, went to my Medium, wrote out, a nice, funny post so that I can share with my friends and stuff. I'm happy to share, post the link in the chat, but,
Yeah, plug that shit.
I processed that, and then I went to bed, and I had chatted with a bunch of friends. And then I was like, okay, we're not going to do anything because it's goddamn Valentine's Day. That would be very awkward because he had already told me he thought of me as a friend. We're not going to say anything. We're just going to wait until the pandemic's over when we're, having food and complaining about dating. I can casually mention it and it'll be over. So I feel like I've gotten very good at handling my emotions and like around dating and stuff.
It's a highly underrated talent, honestly.
Oh,
highly
yeah,
underrated
absolutely.
talent.
That's like actually a really like,
I
difficult thing to learn.
I have nothing but respect for that answer. I love that answer.
Yeah, because Myles can't do it, so he has respect for it.
Yeah, I don't date though.
Yeah, so my thing is, I wanted to like tell you guys, if you guys like ever would like to just, have someone, be a soundboard for your dating life, I would love to do that. This is all pro bono because I just love, talking about this. But, usually it's me talking at someone else about my life, but I would love to help other people. And because I just love helping people with this stuff.
I appreciate that greatly, and we'll definitely bring you in next time we do one of those. We do want to make it a recurring bit to kind of check in on Myles' Tinder and Hinge, because he's been just doing numbers over there. Like
fantastic!
I'm talking like Avengers Endgame numbers. Like the dude is absolutely just blowing out the box office when it comes to Tinder and Hinge.
He looks so sad as like you're roasting him right now. He looks literally so sad. Just has a smile. It's just flat. He's like, yeah.
Sakura,
absolutely.
thank you.
I'm great.
Thank you so much, Sakura, for joining us, and for sharing that with us, and for getting real with us. I appreciate that. Those are two really fucking real questions and answers you just gave us. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, and also always appreciate your constant support of the channel. It really means a lot. So thank you so much for always being here and for always participating in our content. Is there anything you want to shout out before we let you go?
Nah, you guys are great. I wish, I hope your Twitch stream blows up, because I've been really enjoying it. Because I found you guys through Morgan on Twitter. And it's been a blast, frankly, for my Friday nights.
Thank you so much.
Really, for joining
that
us.
actually just means the world. Thank you so much for that. I'll take a genuine moment here and not be a fucking asshole for a second and say that thank you very much for that. It really does mean a lot.
It's okay. No, Dan. Never not be an asshole, because you gotta stick to that.
Yeah, it's my bit.
Otherwise, I would for real unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and we're enjoying having you. Thank you for being here, and next time we have a dating episode, you're going to be the first person we bring in for that, so thank you so much. And we will catch you next time. Sakura, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the chat.
For sure. Yeah, see ya.
Good night. Wow, what a fucking great call. What an excellent call. We've actually only had banger calls tonight, guys. We're kind of on fucking fire here.
Yep.
I'm just going to shoot her a subscription now, though.
Nice.
Wait, no, Sharpie, you can't. Wait, don't spend more money on the fucking channel. Please, wait, no, Sharpie, wait, please.
No, I have to gift her a subscription, otherwise
Yeah.
subscribe isn't valid. So that subscription, I just gifted her a 24-month subscription, so she should be good for 2 years. So
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
You can do that now through Twitch. Did you know that? You can send someone a 24-month subscription.
You can also run like an hour-long ad. So.
Sharpie, are you good over there?
This is normal Twitch money. Is this not what you're getting inside of your...
I don't do this for a living. Like, you...
Neither do I. I have a full-time fucking job where I get paid $70,000 a fucking year with really good benefits.
Let's get another hairline check for Dan here.
Listen, I make some stupid shit. You're out here doing real content.
All the excuses. We got all the excuses. We got excuses for days.
You know what?
We
Sharpie's...
also have a bunch of callers, I hear. Literally waiting in the waiting room, and I'm
We
really
do have a
excited
lot.
to
We
hear
do have a
who else
lot,
there
and
is.
I'm sure there's more people that Sharpie wants to spend money on. So,
I'm really having fun right now, and I just want to once again thank Dan, Myles, and Parker for allowing me to be here.
It's fine. It's fine.
Miles
Did I
rudely
say
laughed
parkour?
over you.
I meant
so
to say
sorry.
Parkour. Is that what I said?
No, yeah, parkour works.
Did I say parkour?
No, yeah, that's
I did,
fine.
right?
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, good.
That's fine.
Good.
Oh, wait.
Well, I want to shout out Sharpie for being here and joining us. The show is not ending. We have more callers to bring in, but I do want to shout out Sharpie for joining us. Like, really quickly before we go into the next caller. I know there's a lot of people waiting. We will bring you all in, and we're gonna move through these a little bit quicker moving forward. But it is Sharpie keeps thanking me for being on my dumbass fucking show that like no one gives a shit about. Meanwhile, she's over here just doing big shit, like just way out of my fucking league, and she's
I'm
like,
not a big deal.
she's
I'm
a
not at
fucking
all.
big deal. All right. If you're guys, listen. I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you aren't already connected with Sharpie on social media, you can type !guest into the chat.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And you'll get all of Sharpie's social media links. If someone could drop that in there right now, !guest. Thank you so
Chat,
much.
I'm not being humble. I'm actually genuinely not a big deal. I just happen to be black and it's February. That's all it is. I'm literally not joking.
You lended
It's a real thing.
So there's no
This
time
is a
like the
real
present.
thing.
You
Every
lended
once
us
in
a
while, there's,
night
like, a
of
black
your
person that
February?
gets upvoted. Everyone's like, "Damn, she's so talented," and that was me.
I can't
That's
tell
all it
if
is.
I can't tell if it's bad that we were gonna make the exact same joke or not.
But the fact
I was
of the
just
matter
about to
is,
say, well, it is your month, so.
the fact of the
Yeah.
matter is, it's both of your months, and you both decided to lend us a night.
It's a
of
little
that
bit more
month.
of mine.
It's more.
but
I only have half the month.
It's a little bit more.
Only
of
half
mine.
Yeah, Myles gets 2 weeks out of it, and we're coming in on the second week of February, so we're actually
Thank you.
past the second week of February. So
It's the third week. It's the 18th.
We're really almost done.
We're literally on the final week, and I
Like,
can't even have it right now.
my week's
Everyone
over,
else is
dude.
talking over me. That's crazy. I
okay,
take back
so
everything
it's
that
no
you guys
longer
said.
Myles' month, but it is still continuously Sharpie's month, and she chose to spend a night of that with us, and for that, I am eternally grateful. Thank you, Sharpie. And I'm gonna bring in our next caller. I think Red Necra has been in the chat for a while. I'm gonna bring you in, Red Necra, if that's all right. You're live on the stream with us. Your mic is muted, but if you unmute it, we will hear you soon. Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
It's been so long.
How are you, friend? It has been. It's been a long time.
Dude, it's been it's been literally 3 years in like 2 months. It's been almost 3 years since we met.
It was 2018. Yeah,
it was
that's
April
that
or May or
ties.
something. Yeah.
Do you remember live events? Wow, back in the
Barely.
day.
Are you
Barely.
Irish?
No, do you want to take a second shot at cultural?
You can do it with the second one. You can do it with the second one.
Dan, why do you just pull it out of the gate right
Dan,
now?
Dan, why don't you just not try? I
Look.
would have recommended not trying.
Look, well, wait, Dan. As someone who is Irish,
strong
I'll give you a
Dan.
pass for that one. However, you have to get it right on this try, or
Well,
else
you
I
only
would
get
send my
one. You only
pass.
get one more shot, and else I'm legally obligated to pull it up in front of Twitch authorities for, you know.
Come on,
Scottish.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Maybe, is that what you're
Yeah, it
really
is.
relying
It
on?
is. It is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. From Glasgow, Scotland.
Fuck yeah, let's fucking go! Another fucking dub for the one and only Daniel J. Thank you so much for
I
joining
have
us tonight. Really
Never
appreciate the
ever
support.
seen someone pop off so hard over a second take.
Welcome to the Coffeebreath Show.
Dan takes
I-
whatever wins he can
Ooh,
get.
I didn't hear any. I only heard the right one. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, you only heard the right one, Dan? Just
yep.
like your political leaning?
Whoa, wait, no, stop saying things like that on the internet. That is not me. That is not me. People will take that seriously. That is not me.
Dan's a moderate.
I'm not here to judge. Like, I thought the point was...
No, fuck. Okay. First
I
question.
have a question for you, Red. Can I ask the question
Okay.
real quick?
I would
Okay,
love for you to ask.
thank you so much. So my question was, what is your relationship with your mother, and why is it reflected in all of your relationships?
Laughing over there.
My relationship with my mother is tenuous, and it is related by the fact that I remain socially distant in the year 2021.
So it's sort of it's a mirror to
That was
all
a
your
good
current
answer.
relationships.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a layer there where I play nice when the conversation is struck, and then are really grateful when it ends.
Are you playing
My
nice
final
right now with us?
question, and less of a hell's terrible interviewing question here, because we're not on the first date. Let's be honest. Like, let's just get the foreplay and get.
Sure, okay.
What shows
okay.
are you currently watching right now, and why?
I'm rewatching Castlevania to get excited for the Dota anime that's coming through. I'm going to probably watch Voltron as well because it's done by the same animation studio. I'm
I
really
heard that one was
excited
really
for that Dota anime. I like that they've deliberately chosen a really boring character who's just going to wander the earth, and then you get to explore the world. So,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Anyone else have any questions?
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, I know I covered every single one that anyone could ever ask.
Actually, Parks, you haven't asked a question in a while, and this is a friend of yours, so you go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
who are
actually. I mean, my. Oh.
Yeah, can we get Parker? Can we get one?
God damn it, Miles. You're actually not making fun of me. You're making fun of Sharpie. Who's
I know, I am.
That's just rude.
Don't fucking do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Not on her month. Not on her month.
Exactly. Yeah. My only question actually though is just kind of a general catch up because it's been a little while since we chatted, and I'm wondering if you realize that Sharpie is the biggest band fan in the world, biggest big band fan in the world.
So I actually have a couple of friends who are very into the combo queens. I'm not going to perpetrate this. I'm going to stand by my friend's friend. Although I'm not someone who's good at fighting games, so it's not content I can enjoy.
I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry right now. You know about combo queens?
Yeah, you do like a lot of mixed fighting game content generally in the anime scene.
For everyone in chat who doesn't know what Combo Queens is, I'm one of the 3 co-founders. It was actually originally founded by Carolyn, the Mama Dow, who was not happy with the female representation inside of the community.
Correctly so.
Being visible in any way, shape, or form. And so she actually created an organization called Combo Queens, invited myself and another woman, Jamilian, to actually be co-founders of the event. And we helped create spaces inside the fighting game community for women, femmes, and LGBTQ+, and non-binary people inside the community to have self-welcoming places, even if they are not there to compete, just to network and enjoy the event. So this is really astounding. Most people don't know that. That's actually really great. I'm really happy you've heard about us. I had a lot of offhanded, really, really blue-collar questions that I was going to ask, and now I'm just genuinely sitting here remembering that I'm representing a really big organization. So, holy shit!
Shout the fuck out to Combo Queens for actually just making like not just fighting games, but esports in general a more accessible place. We love that. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
Bringing that up, it's a really big deal, and we try really, really hard to make a difference. And so whenever someone brings that up, it really does make my day because there are a lot of people inside of the community that are here now specifically because of events that the org that I found is here.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm really happy to hear that you've heard of us or even familiar with us.
I do community work as well in a related field. So to see people champion things like that, I think is really, really important.
It's a big deal.
But yeah, again, it's not something that I personally get to join in a lot on. I'm on the other end of that gender spectrum, so it's not for me, which is totally fine. That's the way it should be.
Thank you still for understanding and respecting it and understanding that's important, because being knowledgeable about it is the very first step. Right, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sharpie, and we were gonna make the exact same joke again!
Shut the fuck up. And not
well,
only...
it's okay. Just understand that black women have been funnier than you for a very long time.
And there it is.
Because you're the only person here with the spice doesn't mean you were the original.
Yeah. I would never doubt that. You're 100% correct in that. And in addition to shouting out Combo Queens as well, Smash Sisters, another similar group doing great work in the Super Smash Brothers scene. Shout out to both of those fucking groups. Sharpie for fucking carrying hers, and all of the fellas in I use fellas as a gender neutral term.
Of course.
For carrying the Smash side of things as well. Don't fucking put your hands in your face. I'm having
Can we get another hairline check, please?
We're having a moment. Alright, fuck me. Anyway, I'm sorry.
You just keep doing this.
My question...
it's like everything you say tonight, it just comes out wrong.
My question...
I was only here because I saw that Parks posted a tweet about it, so I was interested and I thought I'd come and join in. And then there was a chain of events, so obviously when I saw that Dorothy was here. So
thank you so much for joining us. I think this is your first time calling in because I didn't recognize you, so thank you.
No, it's my first time coming to check it out. It's good to see the sort of open diversity between left and right that's apparent.
Fuck off! I actually fucking hate this show. I actually fucking hate this show.
Thank you so much.
Dude, the first year of my Twitch account was raising money for fuck Los Angeles police. Never mind. Fuck this. No, I'm not gonna mauled. I'm not gonna mauled on stream. I'm not gonna mauled on stream.
So my question is...
Y'all heard that, right? The same people that killed Rodney King? Y'all heard that? Okay, cool.
I said fuck Los Angeles police. No, never. I'm not gonna actually
fund them. I heard you say fund
No
them.
funding the
That's
fucking
what I
of them.
That's
Fuck
what I heard.
shit.
But
I can't fucking
Red,
win.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for understanding why it's very important that hateful rhetoric, like the kind that we had here at this desk tonight, is no longer apparent inside the community. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in a country that has like a lot of religious bias, so I can understand what it must be like in some capacity. Obviously, it's not the same, but
Well, we try to be tolerant of our
nice
friends
to-
with less educated opinions than us. So.
I fucking hate this show. Red Necker, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to ask you more questions, but certain individuals
Why are you looking at me?
had just too much to say.
I said nothing.
Red Necker, anything you want to shout out before we let you go?
Take care of your arms and hands. I'm currently suffering from a nerve condition, and I hope no one else gets to fight through this. Take care of your arms and hands. Be aware. Make sure you do stretches. Look up ulnar nerves. They're very sensitive to extended periods of time like this.
Okay.
That's a good fucking shout out. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you so much.
Very important to everybody. You should always be stretching before and after you do any type of gaming activity. Your hands are very important. Your arms are very important. There are simple stretches you can find. Actually, by going to oneup.org has a fantastic number of information.
Yes.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you can find everything there. Kate is a fantastic person that's been doing a lot of work inside the fighting game community and esports in general. Educate yourself. Stay safe. It's important. Thank you so much for bringing
I've been
that.
playing Melee competitively for like probably, well, I don't really compete in it anymore, but I've been playing the game for like probably, you know, a large part of my life now, and I've used a lot of her information on how to like not fuck my hands, because I actually just especially when I'm like really deep into the game, if I'm like playing for a long time every day, I'm literally just like decimating my hands. That's just how Melee works, and so very much appreciate her work, and big shout out to it's oneup.org, right, Sharpie?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, cool.
They have a really good Twitter feed as well that's done by them. They do these short clips showing you the different stretches, so that's really helpful. But yeah, just take care of yourselves, guys and ladies and everything.
Yeah.
All the non-binary finery.
And all the folks out there, make sure that you do it. And I just want to correct myself really quick. It's oneupnutrition.com. Apparently, no one actually purchased the oneup.org. They used to have that IP address. They actually changed it. So someone purchased it from them.
Well, there you go. OneUpNutrition.com. Check it out if you are having hand problems like me from playing Super Smash Bros. Melee or any other video games that would cause that kind of problem in your hands. Thank you so much, Red Necro, for joining us. Really appreciate you checking out the show, giving us a chance. I know that it is a little bit of an unusual thing for Twitch.tv, but we really appreciate your company and your audience. It means a lot.
Yeah,
it's really fun. Thank you for your time.
I'll catch up with you soon, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yes, let's do that, please.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that immensely.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Have a good one,
Thanks
Necro.
again.
Thanks for joining us. All right, guys. We still got a bunch of people to go through here, so I think we're gonna blast through them as fast as we can.
Let's do rapid round. Rapid round. One
let's make it
question
happen.
per viewer. Let's go down, starting at Dan, Myles, Parksmead.
Yes.
I'm
All right.
not the
First, we're gonna bring in Quest has been waiting for a while.
Oh,
Quest, we're
God.
gonna bring you in now. You're muted, but you're in the call, so if you unmute yourself, we will hear you.
Oh no.
If you're still here, I'll give you a second to unmute. I am not seeing it yet.
Oh God.
Quest might be AFK.
Oh no, Quest. Yeah, he actually might be AFK.
All right, I'm gonna drag Quest out. I almost just dragged Sharpie out of the call. Oh no, my laptop's janking. Hold on. If you are wondering why I'm looking at my fucking crotch right now, it's because I have a laptop down here.
You don't know why I'm looking at Dan's crotch.
Oh wait,
right
Quest
now.
just
It's
unmuted.
Not because he's got
Quest
a laptop.
unmuted. He's back. Hello,
Quest.
Quest. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Nice.
What up, Quest?
Yo, I'm good. I'm very good.
Did you actually have your mic on too, and you don't sound like you're underwater or like 8 miles away or anything? I'm proud of you, man.
Sakura, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1
Sure.
sub.
Nice.
To Necra, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
Oh damn.
Huh?
Yeah, congrats. Well,
Um,
yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm good.
Quest, thank you so much for joining us and for your continued support of the channel. Really means a lot. I always appreciate having you here in the chat.
Of course, man. I mean, I gotta, support my book Parks.
Yeah, fuck him.
Hell yeah.
Support
Oh,
me.
come
And
on.
thank you to Crit for gifting a sub to some...
Tired and Crazy.
Yeah, to someone. in
Tired
the
and
chat.
Crazy 98.
Thank you so much, Crit. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. I have a question for Quest. On a scale of 1 to...
Oh, no.
Oh, Sharpie! Sharpie, I'm gonna fucking kill it! What are you doing?
Luke is a sub now!
What? Sharpie, no! You can't!
Oh, no, yeah, that is the third
I have a couple
strike
questions
audio.
for you since Dan apparently can't speak right now. I just want to know how you feel your relationships with possibly your coworkers or your classmates is going right now.
Oh, this is on the nose.
Oh, with my coworkers?
Or classmates if you're in school.
He's not in
Either.
school.
No,
Luckily.
I'm not in school.
Okay.
Well, I mean, my relationship with Parks is, it started off with as a relationship as coworkers. But,
And it evolved into something really beautiful.
No. It's just we just became friends.
So I guess I should expand on the question a little bit here because I sense some tension between yourself and one of the co-hosts here, and I feel like you're trying to protect their feelings. But I want to remind you, it's not in any way, shape, or form indicative of your status here on the Coffee Breath Show. We really appreciate just true candidacy and truth from all of our guests. What I meant to say is, how do you feel your coworkers see you, and do you feel like they respect you?
I'm so ready for this.
If you have anyone in mind, don't feel the need to say their name. You can obviously keep it anonymous as long as you don't feel like you have to be thinking about anyone at all.
Yeah,
No
don't
one
think
in
of anyone in
specific.
particular.
Just speak from your heart. It could really be about any point in time, honestly. But I'm just curious if you always feel like your
The lever that
coworkers
lowers
give
the
you that
chair
same
is
energy
on the right
you
hand
give
side.
them.
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
Wait,
for
sorry, I
this.
just want to real quick, pretty lawful. Thank you so much for gifting a tier 2 sub to the chat. Thank you so much. You guys are actually going crazy tonight. I really appreciate it. Way too kind. Thank you so much, everybody.
No, I mean, I think everyone, we share a same level of mutual respect. My coworkers, my team's a little weird. We have people in Korea, we have people in North America, we have people in Europe. So we're all scattered over the world. And even so, I think that
Jesse.
I think that we genuinely share a mutual a level of respect with one another. And I feel like it when it comes to that point, I feel like it just becomes more than just coworkers. Oh, I just work with this guy. I think it just becomes more than that. And Parks was one of those people, and I don't actually have any complaints about my coworkers, my work environment whatsoever. I've been loving it since day one, and yeah, continuing to enjoy it right now.
That's
really
so
heartfelt
crazy.
and genuine there. Really appreciate that, and I would really hope that you put that in writing for his very next review as well.
It's so crazy that you feel that way, that you have no complaints about Parks. That's actually kind of the biggest surprise to me here. But you know what? Honestly, good on you for being able to put up with him. That's really it's saintly of you, I think.
Well, okay, so I only met Park once.
And now it's
twice.
You're fucking lucky.
No, but that's when he was. That's when he came to Korea to visit, and it was me, him, and our other coworker. His name is David. We went to have lamb skewers in Korea, and then we had a good night of drinks. There was good vibe in the air, and that's the only IRL experience that I have. So Daniel, if I get to hang out with Parks more, then I'll probably see some of his flaws, but it'll be okay.
You know what?
I'm really sorry.
No, I'm good.
Sharpie just gifted 12 months of subs to Liz, who is on the show. Who is here?
She wasn't a sub. She wasn't a sub.
Liz Nation, baby, let's go.
Quest, I want you to know, I actually remember that, like, very vividly. I remember, like, ordering more, because we were like, let's just keep eating and keep sitting in this little shop. And then I remember you walking off in the distance, and then David and I left, and we actually just got more beer and more food, and we stayed up way too late. And then I haven't seen you since then, so let's change that post-COVID for sure.
Exactly.
I do have one thing to say, though. We just made Liz a meatball sub.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit.
Fuck, you're right.
That's a good one.
Well, thank you so much, everyone who's been gifting an insane amount of subs during this call in particular. I don't know what the fuck happened, but thank you all for all of these.
Level 5 high.
It must have been Quest. Something about Quest's energy that he brought to the stream just made people want to spend money.
We're on a quest.
I don't know what it is, but
get to the level 5.
Quest, thank you so much for joining us and for calling in, for getting real with us. Really appreciate that, and for your continued support of the channel. Anything you want to shout out before we let you go?
Obviously, shout out to what's it called? Sorry, shout out, I guess, to my Twitter. You can follow me at LowPlusKR. And of course, I'm a journalist at Invent Global, so I have to make a shout out for my company, Invent Global. They've been, like what I said earlier holds true to my heart. I'm not just saying this because I'm on the show, but like I meant what I said. So yeah, I have to make a shout out to them. And I also stream sometimes TFT, sometimes League of Legends. Watch me rage.
And Sharpie was kind enough to drop your Twitch link in the chat there, so give him a follow if you haven't already.
Yeah. Okay.
Quest, I'm gonna shout out you as well. He's actually like a smart guy. He used to be a league coach, and he's really good at TFT and has been helping me out. So I'm feeding a lot, but not quite as much as I used to.
That's a bad game, though.
So, yeah, whatever. Anyway, if you watch or play League of Legends or TFT, Quest is actually very big brain. He actually plays with me sometimes on like 200 ping, and he's better than I am, regardless of the ping diff. He's just very good, and he's a cool guy. So definitely, yeah, go follow him.
Thanks so much.
Speaking of TFT Parks, you better come on TFT.
I'll be there in like 4 hours or whatever, and I'll be very interesting. I'll be really good tonight on my game. Also, final shout out, Quest is the most popular Dan in the room. Quest's first name is Dan.
Yeah, eat shit, bye. Okay,
definitely the coolest Dan.
Thanks for joining us, Quest.
Number 1 Dan, Quest. Yeah,
eat shit.
Let's
go.
Eat
shit, fucking die. Real quick, we still have a fucking line of people to get through. I'm gonna do my best here, guys. I don't want to take too much of Sharpie's time, and it's very late in her time zone, so we're gonna try to blast through some of these other ones. So if some of my panelists could shut the fuck up sometimes and let the guests talk. No, not you, Sharpie. You've been doing great.
He keeps looking all the way over.
I'm looking at you in your eyes, Parks. Because you're just talking a little too much for my taste, Parks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, your taste lacks vegetables, and I am not going to respect it.
But you know what my taste doesn't lack is excellent merchandise. And so if you're here joining us right now for the first time tonight, we do have our soft launch of our merch store. You can go ahead and type !merch in the chat, or click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. And you can, right now, for this weekend only, get 10% off of your order if you use the promo code Sharpie. Shoutouts to Sharpie. We do have a variety of things on there. You can get
I got timed out.
You can get these very mugs that we use ourselves here.
Really quickly, because I do feel the need to say this. As if anyone does actually purchase merch, I will gift you a subscription inside a chat.
No, don't tell Sharpie. I can't. You cannot gift us any more subs.
If you want to make Dan very upset and throw him money that
my
he
favorite
does
pastime
not want right now, and you literally really want to stick it specifically to the white man in the room, purchase his merch, and I will give him money. So.
Fuck off! Sharpie, I'm gonna take all of this money that you're giving me with these subs, I'm gonna sub to your channel. I hope you know that.
That's called reparations, and it should be done, but I mean, that's not really the time or the place for it, Dan.
I need a drink of water.
People. So I think we're gonna go ahead and pull some people up and have this very, very Very spicy conversation later.
There's someone in the chat whose name was like Cum or something, and they just changed it to Bip. I don't know who this person is. I'm gonna bring you in. Just a reminder of the rules if you don't already know, because I think this person is probably new because I haven't seen them before. Just a quick refresher on our rules. If you say anything intolerant, upsetting, offensive, or racist, you're getting permaban from the channel.
Only I can do that.
This is a circle of trust.
I'm excited.
This is a circle of trust, and we are trusting you by bringing you into the chat right now. Hello, Bip.
Hello.
Bip, how's it going?
It was suck earlier. I don't know how you confused that with cum.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I just saw something down there, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. First,
Dan often sees cum where there is none.
I understand how he confused it. He is a male, he doesn't understand the difference between suck and cum, but as a female, I appreciate it, and I respect someone who does.
Bip, just want to start off with this. Are you a racist?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, someone asked him a question.
So Dan has to find new friends now, unfortunately. So.
I actually hate this bit. This is such a bad bit. Never mind. I'm not enabling this anymore. Fuck all
Marks,
of this.
did you have a question?
Sorry, let me unboom my brain. Yeah, Bip. First off, why did you change your name? Second off, do you have any thoughts or feelings about the fact that a taco is a sandwich and soup is a cereal? Do you have any thoughts about that?
That's a loaded fucking question. Jesus Christ.
That's like 5 questions.
Well, I changed my name because this is what I usually go by. Stuck was on the other server because that was my bit. But is a taco a sandwich?
No, it is. You have. Do you feel?
Whoa!
A hot dog's a
This is
sandwich.
stupid.
What do you
This is
feel?
stupid.
How do you feel?
This is a bit from like 2015, dude. Like, retire.
It's a
Retire.
sandwich. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Okay,
Just
cool.
because it's one bun doesn't mean that it can't fold like
He
two
said
ways.
He did say is soup a cereal, though. That's the important thing.
Is cereal a soup? Not is soup a cereal. Cereal is a soup. Lucky Charms, one of the best soups.
The problem is I don't eat my cereal with milk, so like, it's
Neither
only
does
it's
Dan.
contextually not always a soup.
Cereal with. Don't say water.
No, I eat it dry.
Yeah,
Oh.
Same with Dan.
Well,
Yeah, I eat my cereal dry.
Wait,
Why would
Sharpie,
you want
how
to
do you
eat
eat your
soggy
cereal?
food? Like,
Yeah,
why would
I
you want
don't
your food
understand
to be
that.
soggy? It's weird.
well, I mean, you got a point. But for cereal, you gotta eat it fast. You gotta like speedrun
Yeah.
cereal because you don't want it to get soggy.
Yeah, I
Especially,
speedrun.
like Raisin Bran.
Here's the thing, if I pour myself a bowl of cereal, I don't want to finish it. I don't fucking finish it. I can eat it later, and it's fine because I didn't pour milk in it.
I now understand why everyone kept interrupting Parks and not letting him ask.
What in the actual hell?
Yeah, it's almost like
It's
I
'cause you
knew
asked
all
head-ass
along
dumb
that
shit.
Parks is just a head ass
It was a
motherfucker.
mistake, 100%.
All right.
I'm a valuable contributing member of
I have a
society.
question that I have a question
Anything,
that
you
doesn't
could ask him about
suck.
his very first experience, like ever having intercourse, and he would have had to.
That was
answer.
the next
And
question
this
that I
is
had
what
on the
you could
list.
ask him.
It was
I'm
the
sorry,
one
I'm
warm-up
sorry,
question.
I'm too
I'm
sober for
sorry.
this. Parks,
I'm
can you
sorry
pass me the
that
whiskey, please?
this motherfucker
This
doesn't
one,
know any
yeah.
good questions to ask you.
Yeah, I have a
I'm
question
so
that
sorry
doesn't
about
suck.
that. I'm sorry
for
about
Vip.
that, honey.
I also asked.
Give it to Myles.
Hoping you asked me if furries smelled like armpits. No, I asked you if furries smelled each other's armpits. There's a very important distinction. You got a mug. Where do I send the receipt? Oh, right here, honey. Who needs a sub?
You got a mug? Wait, did it do it?
Oh, I didn't see the notification. Did anybody see it?
No,
I didn't see it. No.
Okay, I think the notifications are broken then, but thank you so much, Sakura, for buying our maybe first piece of merch
Thank
ever.
you.
Let me know how that. Stop fucking gifting subs, Sharpie! I'm gonna fucking kill you! Stop!
Mr. Potato himself.
Okay.
Call me Oprah sometimes.
I don't cut hot dog buns, actually. Wait, is that
Marks,
a thing that you
no
have to
one,
do in Scotland?
no one wants to hear about your fucking.
No,
weird
I'm
hot
asking
dog
about
bun.
Scotland specifically. Do you have to cut hot dog buns in Scotland? I feel like that's a worthwhile question.
Okay, Bip, I really want to thank you for your insightful conversation here about cereal and tacos, because apparently that was the question. That's the question that was asked.
Yeah, that's a weird question.
Yeah, I got a question that doesn't suck for
I'm
you.
a professional interviewer.
Here we go.
Parks,
Yeah.
shut up. Parks, I'm asking
Have you
you.
considered
please.
changing careers?
Well, I work fast food.
Oh well, that wasn't the question. I was saying that to Parks because he's a fucking moron. So, so I apologize. Let me get you your question, okay? Let me get you your question here. I just want to say, I mean, like, what is something that you feel that you wish to be seen more? What is something about yourself that you wish people could see more of? Do you feel unseen, unrecognized? That there is something beautiful inside of you that people just don't give you credit for?
I mean, for some of my hobbies, yeah, especially.
What are your hobbies?
Like mechanical keyboards is my main hobby, and so BIP is what I go under when I design keycaps. So
do you have like a store or something?
You gotta plug that.
Yeah, plug it right now because we are running low on time.
Yeah.
Novelkeys.xyz. Buy BIP, and then use code TEHOTYPES for store at checkout for 5% off.
Ooh. Can you type that in the chat?
You know, I actually need a new mechanical keyboard, so I'm going to support you on this one. I'm going to support you on this.
Make sure you type in the promo code.
Yeah. So Sharpie has it correct. No, not promo code BIP. It's promo code TEHOTYPES.
Teho.
So TAEHATYPES. And so is I go on Blender and I create the keycap sets for renders, and then sponsors will want to either buy that specific set that I make, and then what they do is a German manufacturer actually makes the keycap set, and then it's in a group buy, so people only have a limited time to buy it. But I recently just put out a set called Dots, and that's one of the things that it should be on main page in Novel Keys, and so I really like Dots. It's probably one of my favorite sets.
Someone in the chat,
Red
Necker in the chat has recognized your set. They know your keys, so that's fucking awesome.
I mean, cool. I've honestly never met anyone who does mechanical keyboards, and I think that's really cool and unique. And I'm really glad that we arrived at that question through logic and common sense, and by seriously thinking through the things that we say. So I just really want to say thank you so much for bringing your talent to our attention. I think it's fantastic.
Hey Liz, if you could come back so I don't have to be the butt of half the jokes.
Oh, Liz isn't the butt of my jokes anymore, don't worry.
Dan is not the butt of. That would be great, thank you.
I hear furries have a great sense of humor, but thank you again so much, Bip. You have a great day, all right?
She got it.
Bip, anything you want to...
Thank you.
I mean, you already shouted out your store, but anything else you want to shout out real quick before we let you go?
Shout out to the people in chat who like mechanical keyboards. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, and we love you, Bip, and we love your support of our show and our channel. Thank you so much for calling in and chatting with us. It really means a lot.
Thanks for calling in. Thank you for responding to my question.
Yeah, we will catch you next time. We'll see you in the chat. Thanks, Bip. All right.
Here, slowly but surely getting through this, folks. I believe.
Sharpie, if it's fucking, I know it's fucking late your time,
Thank
so if
you,
you need
Chris.
to dip at any point,
I was
just let us know.
not joking when I said I've been up for the past 72 hours working on projects. I'm in no way, shape, or form tired at all, and that's because I actually have been drinking Red Bull. If you go to redbull.com, type in promo code Sharpie got the goods, go ahead and check that out. You know, I actually get literally, and I'm not joking when I say this, 0% of all the sales underneath that promo code, but I appreciate y'all supporting someone who's out here shilling, making that money, you know, donating and giving back to the community so that people can go ahead and use me in the butt of their jokes and then take offense when I make jokes about them. Because they are, you know, some would say sexist, alt-right,
And you know what is so great to also plug in this moment? The merch store, which is now
Who's the
open.
next caller?
Yeah, let's go to the next caller in here, please.
In the chat, use promo code Sharpie. I'm matching literally all merch purchases with a gifted sub. You want a subscription right now? You love some merch too? Go ahead and get it. Tonight is your night, and that's because Sharpie is what? Fantastic.
Wait, Liz, hold on.
Fantastic.
Sorry, Liz just moved herself into
Forced
the...
my way into the show.
Hey,
Hello,
Liz.
asshole.
Get the fuck out of here!
Sharpie, you're perfect, and the other three are fucking dick asses.
Thank you for correcting that.
Wait.
I just want to say really, really quickly, okay, sis, I have absolutely loved you on this show. Literally. The very first time I called in and you were here, it blew my fucking mind. Because I just want to say, sis, honestly, in all seriousness, I feel like you're a little bit too good for this fucking show.
I definitely am, and that's the only self-confidence I have, so thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Keep that shit up. And honestly, I think you really just got COVID as a sign to, you know, show that you have elevated above this point in your life. And I really hope to achieve that. You're doing great things and you keep that shit up. You really, really keep that shit up. Okay.
Thank you. I really enjoy your Twitter presence. Also, I want to say that clearly I'm the only thing keeping the show together because without me, you guys can't fucking start.
All right, thank you so much for
right?
joining us, Liz. Anything you want to shout out before we kick you out forever?
Fuck you, asshole.
I'm kidding. Someone ask Liz a question.
No, she's on the show. We're not doing that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh,
Ben...
I have a question, Liz. I have a
Yes.
question, Liz. Okay, here's a fantastic question. In no way, shape, or form meant to hurt anyone else on the show. Oh, why
Great.
do you hate this show, and how do you feel it can be improved literally by firing Dan?
Yeah, so I was gonna say I think it could be improved by literally just firing Dan because he gives nothing to the show. I built this bar with my bare hands, so he didn't even need to be here for that. Yeah, I think we just fire Dan. It's just the Liz show, Meatball Nation.
No, I super agree, and I just want to say I completely understand that for the most part, we women have to work 5 times as hard to get exclusively 3% less of the respect. It's really ridiculous. But you know what, sis? You stay
It's
in there.
true.
You keep working hard, and I appreciate your presence. I know a lot of other people in chat do as well, and I don't know why they're calling me Liz 2.0. I think it's very offensive
Thank
in
you.
general. But, you know, it's something we're going to have to overcome, and maybe by throwing money at them, they'll understand the error of their ways and realize how much they're valuable and more talented in every way.
That's definitely true.
I just want to say, fuck Liz. That's
Fuck
it.
you, asshole. I'm disassembling this bar and I'm taking it to my apartment. You can't have it anymore. You don't deserve
Where
it.
are you going to put it? In the fucking closet?
Yep.
You don't have space?
Thank you so much, Liz.
It's gonna be like me in high school, bitch.
I really appreciate it. I see we also have Tab in the chat. Tab, welcome.
Oh, hi Ben.
Yeah, he
Oh,
also
right.
just forced his way in here. I need to
That's
take
the
that
whole
privilege
effect.
away from people. There are some people in this Discord that have the ability to force themselves into the live on stream channel, and I am suddenly realizing that's not something that I want.
That is what we deserve.
Liz is
Yeah,
literally on the
it's great.
show. It's probably okay that she can force her way in.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Tabarat,
We
Ben.
do have
Post
quite
first
a few
caller.
more guests. We do have quite a few more guests. Thank
Yep.
you so much, as always, for the heartfelt and amazing conversation that we
Man,
had.
Sharpie's
here.
really
I
just
really
running this
feel
show
like-
when you're
Thank
unable
you,
to.
Sharpie. Thank you for bringing the comedy this week while I'm gone because clearly these 3 can't carry.
Just keep it in
It's
the chat.
really funny because prior to the show, during the pre-show, they were actually discussing how they went to school specifically for filming,
Hey,
understanding how to run shows,
I
and
mean-
yet it's interesting because they weren't able to gather an int or an iota of charisma somewhere
Yeah.
along that process. I feel like if you pay a lot of money, you should get a personality, but yet again, we're finding out that success is not always being upon personal success. In
One
any
nice
case,
cool thought.
and when you bring real hosts on show, they take over. It just happens sometimes. But thank
True.
you so much again. We do
Natural
appreciate it.
charisma.
Yeah, it happens.
My last request before I'm booted is that I get a Theo cameo, please.
Can we get Theo in here?
We get a
Yeah.
Theodore.
Yeah.
I'll leave.
Theo
I'll
check.
exit. I
Quick
just
Theo
need
check.
Theodore.
Here's the dumb fat ass
handsome now.
himself. Hold on.
The oh sorry. Shit.
Thank you for catching that.
No problem.
nice.
Yeah, this is Theodore, the world's dumbest
Little
dog.
puppy and it's taking over the show. I don't even see Dan anymore. It's a cute puppy show.
Please don't let him drink your alcohol.
That one's water. It's
No,
okay.
yeah, you can have the water.
Hi, puppy.
I want to say you said I worked with a literal successful comedian, but that comedian was not a good one, so I do have an excuse at least. Bustopher Jones and White Spats. Make sure to watch Cats from 2019.
I'm going to bring in who's been waiting here for Kirk has been waiting here for a while. Kirk, it's been a while since we've talked to you. Go ahead and unmute yourself. You are live here on the stream.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey Kirk, what's up? How are you, dude?
I'm good. I just got off my own stream. I popped in here and I was like, "What's this?" And then I just hopped in the waiting
What are
room,
you
so-
What are you streaming? Because I saw you were doing 3 houses the other day. What are you doing now?
Yeah, I'm still on 3 houses. I'm still doing my.
That makes sense
Smash
because it's the
challenge
longest
where-
game of all time. So
Have you gotten to the point where it just becomes 2 of the houses yet?
Spoiler.
No, I'm like on chapter 4 or 5.
That was a joke. I don't think that happens.
oh, it does. Dan just spoiled the whole thing.
Have
Sorry.
you burned down a house
Yeah.
yet?
I played I didn't
Like in
finish
the
that
game,
so I
or-
don't know.
Kirk, I have a real question for you right now. What do you think of the socioeconomic climate right now, and why do you believe that millennials will never actually be able to own any real equity inside?
This also goes for Zoomers, by the way. Let's get that in there.
millennials and Zoomers. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the way that society is structured, it's definitely benefiting people, boomers. And the way it's set up is that, especially with education and structure of, you know what? I was not prepared for this question.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Follow-up question, even more important, I would say, than the other one. So just take a moment to mentally prepare for this one.
Okay.
Why do you believe that Kanye is actually too good for Kim Kardashian?
Woohoo! Spicy!
I did see that news. I did see that news.
Wait, what was the news?
Kim Kardashian and
divorce,
Kanye West are getting a divorce.
Oh.
Did you not
Because
know?
Kim is specifically requesting a divorce, and my question is to you: why do you believe Kanye is too good for Kim Kardashian? And no, that's not a leading question, and no, I will not in any way take this.
I don't know. I haven't listened to either of their albums, so I don't know.
Kim Kardashian's new album is not that great.
You never heard a
Yeah.
Kanye record?
I heard she's never made an album. I thought she just posted pictures of her ass on Instagram, and then she got clout for it.
Oh no, she made an album called I posted pictures of my ass on Instagram and then I got clout for it. And honestly, it was a little masturbatory for my taste.
And Myles isn't into that.
Well, Parks, that was a huge swing and a miss from you.
Wow, we're really fucking just throwing it tonight, aren't we, boys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Final question. Right here, and this is for all the marbles, if I may ask. What is one of your favorite memories from your birthdays that you've had to date?
My birthdays I've had to date. Oh man.
This can't possibly be any harder than the socioeconomic question.
Yeah, there's no way this is the hardest question of the night, please.
Honestly, if you gave me sorry, I got off work and I streamed for like 5 hours, so my mind's a little tired right now. But if you had given me like 5 minutes, I think that socioeconomic question would have been easier than the birthday question. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought we usually get spicy answers whenever I ask something that directly affects people's future about how they literally will probably permanently never be able to really own anything in this country and permanently be inside of debt because we have a class system. So it's essentially just created without the constructs of race, but extensively uses race, sex, and other discriminatory actions to keep people focused on the fact that we're not all literally living.
On an unrelated note, are you doing the Black Eagles route?
Yeah.
Oh wow, then you're going to be able to answer that question very soon.
I don't know where we're at anymore, but I feel like this one's gone way off the rails. Kirk, thank you so much for joining.
This is a bad one, y'all. Remember when Myles said he was taught by a bad comedian? Well, I never had a bad comedian to teach me shit, so I didn't know that was a bad line of questioning. So I apologize.
No, the line of questioning was fine. It
questioning.
just went way off the rails. Not by anyone's fault in particular.
I would say that
Sharpie.
Parks could teach you how to ask questions, but I think that's the worst idea I've ever had.
No,
so.
I'm the professional interviewer in the room. Look
That's
at
true.
me. Look
I
at me.
believe that.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me in the eyes. I'm the professional interviewer in the room. And
I'm just glad that Dan didn't ask me any questions because I don't want to be caught in any alt-right conspiracy.
This is such a bad bit. Kirk, anything you want to shout out before you go, Kirk? Because I'm going to just kick you out.
You want it back?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
No. Shout out something.
There you go, Theo.
Oh, shout out something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to say I've been following you guys for a while, and I'm really proud of how you guys have grown. I can't wait to see where you guys go from here.
I'll be so honest with you, Kirk. I was gonna do a funny bit where I asked you to shout something out, and then halfway through your shout out, I was gonna kick you out. But then you started saying something so nice, and I felt really bad doing it. So I didn't end up kicking you out. But thank you so much. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate your support, obviously, and thank you for the kind words.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Thank you, Kirk. Also, all future guests realize that if you don't compliment Dan, he will just kick you out randomly.
Yeah, it's my fucking show.
Kirk, I think
Oh, yeah,
you
I mean,
learned
that's why I did
earlier that Daniel has problems with commitment for his past relationships.
No. This won't be a conversation that we're having. This won't be a conversation that we're having. In fact, we're going to bring in Jesse, a Laredo potato.
Yo,
Hello, Jesse is here. Why is
Jesse.
Myles just... Kirk, thanks for joining us. Sorry to kick you out like that. Why is Myles just getting the suck right now?
Dude, Myles and
Theo
dogs.
Theo loves me.
Don't you mean the bip? That's a callback.
Hey, that was
nice callback.
I Theo loves me. I painted a picture of him, and he loves me.
That's true. It was a great picture. Check out the last episode.
I think
Myles
Jesse
actually
might be
drew
AFK.
such
Jesse, are you there?
a Good picture. Jesse.
I am here. I was just
Hey, Jesse.
Jesse, how are you doing right now? Are you okay? Are you cold? Do you have power?
Oh, fuck. I forgot you live in Texas. Are you good?
Power.
Okay, Jesse has power.
I am warm.
Nice.
My computer died, and I am boiling water so that I can brush my teeth.
Are you in Texas?
Jesse is in Texas, yeah.
Oh my god.
9
I'm
months
so
now.
sorry.
Yo, Scraps.
Thank you so much, Scraps,
I've
for
been
the
out,
9
pretty
months.
fortunate.
Thank you, Scraps.
So we had power the entire time.
Can I ask you a serious question for a moment? And I understand, like, if this isn't 100% like something that you feel comfortable answering. I know this was in the news earlier today, and I'm just interested in hearing the views from someone who resides in Texas. Ted Cruz was seen coming back from Cancun, Mexico earlier, specifically yesterday, and you probably saw it or possibly heard about it on the news, but I assume you may not have because you don't have power right now. A lot of Twitter and a lot of media was lampooning him for specifically his catchphrase, which seems to be
No, go back to her.
Texas great, Texas strong, so on and so forth, and yet he used this opportunity to escape to Mexico. How do you feel about his statement where he states that it's exclusively a job and never asked to be inside the public eye like this? And how do you feel that specifically holds right now, knowing that Texas is going through some of the worst economic crisis in, I believe, a decade or so?
Wow. So first off, I try to stay away from as much Ted Cruz Twitter as possible.
Good call.
But I will say the memes and all of the irony that has come out in the last 2 days has been much appreciated. So gotta love people finding tweets from him from several years ago and turning it around on him. So that's been pretty fun. But yeah, Texas is just kind of in a shit spot right now, to be honest. So it definitely feels bad. Like a lot of my friends and I were fortunate enough to like have power and have water, albeit not much water pressure or anything, and still having to boil it. But just like trying to imagine like all the people that don't have that luxury, and like I have friends who didn't have that luxury, so it's definitely frustrating.
Thank you so much for expanding on that. I was just personally curious because I saw a lot of tweets. I don't actually have many friends in Texas, but I've always been curious because I'm not going to make this about me. It's just I know in general when politicians tend to be out of touch, it really makes me frustrated and angry. So I was just curious if that was a sentiment that was being shared inside of that area as well. And I'm very happy to hear that you're still in a location that still has some utilities in use and you're able to be safe to a certain degree right now. Very happy to hear that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think even like the more conservative side of the state and like friends who I have that are like somewhat conservative are starting to realize how
out of touch
some of them
a lot
are.
of politicians are.
Yeah,
Understandable.
That's a nice way of putting it. So.
Yeah. Okay, well, to move on to another topic right now, what exactly do you think of Cyberpunk, and why do you think there should be more dicks inside of it?
Like dicks inside of the game?
You should put more dicks inside of Cyberpunk. What
No,
thoughts?
I
Yes
will
or no?
not be in any way, shape, or form rephrasing that comment. I said what I said.
Yeah, yes or no, Jesse?
How many dicks do you want?
I haven't had the pleasure of playing super buggy Cyberpunk, but Penis 2 was a great meme for a long time. So I do think that having like Penis 4 and 5 would also be pretty beneficial to the game's development.
I agree.
Do you have an issue with Penis 3?
Yeah, if you're not done with the game, just simply add dildos, and
Exactly.
everybody will run rampant with it.
Yeah, my personal favorite is Penis 3 Third Strike. Fight for the Future. That's the penis that's mine.
Considered the mechanical peak of the franchise.
Yeah, most penis experts will say that Penis 3 Third Strike is really just the most artistic of the penis games. So.
As you can tell from the rest of this panel right here, obviously people are very interested in penis. You know, it's important that there's a good 3-4 ratio to content. and penis. And I'm just saying, that's what people really tune in for. It's not the insightful commentary, not the funny quirks, it's not the funny little setups. It's just the fact that, it's a relatable aspect, gender.
I mean, no one tunes in for insightful comments when both Liz and Morgan are not here, so it's understandable.
You have the fucking sack to come on my show and call me uninsightful. Tell me I am not providing insight to this panel. Tell me I'm not fixing this panel's problems on a regular basis. Tell me I'm not correcting the course of this fucking highway to hell.
Imagine playing Big Band and thinking that your words and thoughts matter in any way, shape, or form when you've already told everyone in the world that you're not actually a decent human being.
Join the big band. Think about that.
Think about that.
Jesse, any final takeaways before we let you go? Thank you so much for calling in. Really appreciate you.
I have 0 final takeaways other than that for as much shit as Theo gets for being dumb, he's a pretty cute dumb dog.
Oh, he's adorable.
Oh, he's the cutest dog
And let
ever.
me just say up front, his lack of intellect is only something that adds to his charm and adorableness. I think if he were smarter, he just wouldn't be as cute. And that means you can turn anything into a strength. Anything.
Yeah, we want Theo to stay dumb. We like him this way. This is the preferred outcome for the dog's life.
Suddenly, Kim Kardashian makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it all kind of checks out. It all kind of makes sense. He is kind of the blueprint for himbo. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jesse. Appreciate you and your great insight on penises, and we'll talk to you next time.
Hey, stay warm, man. Love you lots.
Yeah, be safe. Be
Thanks
safe.
for-
Much
thanks
love.
for calling.
Keep us in touch with how you're doing down there.
Let me know if you need anything. I got resources in that state.
I was told that the community here was very insightful and amazing, and I just have to say, it's so fantastic to be here because literally all of the guests that we've had on the show have been so funny, actually. But I have to say, one of my favorite parts of the show, honestly, was matching every single purchase to the coffee merch show right now. Use the very, very special promo code Sharpie to get 10% off your order. !merch in chat right now. And even better, if you don't have a Twitch subscription, I'm actually matching every single merchandise purchase right now with a Twitch subscription. Ever want to support the show? Go ahead and type !merch, grab some merch, tell us you bought it, and get yourself a Twitch subscription right now in any case. This also applies to the YouTube comments. That's right. Go ahead and post a picture of some of your favorite merch right there on Instagram using hashtag Coffee Breath World, I guess, or Coffee Breath Show. Whatever.
Super Coffee Breath World.
We don't have a hashtag. We don't think that hard.
I will give you a Twitch subscription for the very first 5 people to purchase merch and post it on Instagram, all right?
Make sure to buy the re-release Super Coffee Breath 3D World.
3D World.
I do not want to
Where you
encourage Sharpie spending any more money on
I do
this
have to
channel.
ask something real fast, though.
Yeah.
Since there
If you
are...
don't do it, you're literally stopping black people from prospering, and I just want to say, why are you literally
So I was going to ask a question that wasn't quite that loaded. Since there are 4 of us, I just want to figure out which of us is the cast of Super Mario 3D World.
I'm Toad because I'm fast as fuck, I'm strong as hell, and my dick's huge.
Okay. I
I'm a
suppose...
piranha plant because I jumped out unexpectedly when you're least expecting it, and then
And
you're
you got
just like,
bite.
yeah, I really got hit. Yeah,
You got
I got
bite.
hit by that spill. Really? Yeah.
Well, Parks, you have to decide who are you.
I was going to be Toad because I'm definitely faster and prettier than Dan, but I guess I'll be Luigi because I'm tall. I don't know.
Parks is Peach. Okay, good choice. Good choice.
Oh,
Yeah,
I could
Parks
be
is
Peach. I don't know what the cast is. I'm Peach.
Peach, Mario,
Oh,
Luigi,
Mario.
and Toad.
Hey,
Okay, that's
yeah,
not bad.
wait, hold
And then there's
on.
a prom.
We got some people
I
we
thought
gotta
we were
bring in
doing
real quick.
monsters.
Oh no, sorry, we're doing the playable cast. But let's move on.
Hey,
We've been on
Pretty
this for too
Lawful.
long.
Pretty Lawful is now live in the call. Unmute yourself if you're still here. Say hello. Let us know if you're around.
Hi there.
Oh, I'm around.
Oh, hello! Thank you for joining us. We are trying to get through some calls here. Thank you so much. You've been in for a super long time, so I really appreciate it. Thank you for waiting. It means a lot.
No worries. My pleasure.
So first question is, who is your favorite member of the Coffee Breath Show? Rank us all from best to worst, starting with the top and then going down to the bottom.
Not loaded at all.
Do this.
And by cast of the Coffee Breath Show, I mean just the 4 people here in this panel.
Okay, you say 4, but top tier is clearly Theo. So first place, Theo.
My boy.
Second place, Sharpie. Third place, Parks. Then Myles. Then Dan at the bottom for being an all-right furry.
Yes. Dan, was that the question that you really wanted?
Why did you ask that?
I'm glad.
Why did you ask that?
Honestly, I just want to say I feel like that ranking is the most true and the most unbiased ranking I've ever heard in my entire life. It's very, very good. It's very, very strong.
It's good from the soul.
Explain anything of it. Yeah, no, it makes.
I personally think this show blows chunks. I think this show sucks ass.
It's your show.
I know.
That's why.
I agree.
If you had a different host, I mean, it's kind of telling. It's like I was here for literally one show, and everyone's already like, "Man, this Sharpie chick." Like, you never should have had me on. Like, I don't.
That was actually my biggest mistake, was bringing Sharpie on.
Oh, and then when Theo came on, dude, it was over. It was over.
Now I look
combo.
like shit because Sharpie's on camera and Sharpie just fucking owns it.
Look at all these guests you're having over here. You ain't like done your hair. You look like a mountain man. You know what I mean? Like your eyebrows are all
have a great point,
and
though.
everything. Like it's a mess, man. Like get your life together.
Kit does have a good point.
The
main character has never been anyone's favorite. There is almost no unless it's like
that's true. I live my life with main character.
That is right. You look like the NA contestants in LCS right now. You look like NA in the world.
Shit.
Come on.
I do look like every
Were you
default
even actually
esports
playing?
Stone Cold.
Like, come on, get your shit. Fuck the come on, man.
I mean, I am a professional gamer. That's how I built my career, as being a professional video gamer.
I'm a professional gamer too, honey. Like
you told me you were right before we were in this call. Sharpie was like, "Oh, guys, don't call me a professional gamer."
Oh, are you also a professional interviewer? Is that why you're saying things off the record right
now? Ooh. So Pretty Lawful. Tell me, what's your most embarrassing childhood memory?
Let's see. Oh my god, one of my it's like first or second grade. We're like lining up, first day of school. We're lining up in front of the door to the classroom. I'm like middle of the line because my last name's like middle of the way through the alphabet. And we're walking into class. I trip on my shoelace and just face plant into the floor, front of the classroom, in front of everyone. And I still think about it to this day.
That's cold as fuck.
Never
actually.
pleasant.
That's
Never
fucked
pleasant.
up. Did you like break your nose or some shit? Like it sounded like you fell pretty hard.
No, I was like, I think, that was my second grade classroom. Like, kids are like young and bendable at that age, so I'm pretty sure I just, walked it off.
Jesus Christ.
Never just.
Parks, don't finish that sentence.
Even, dude. Don't even.
Take the bait. Take the bait.
No.
Don't. I thought about the bait for half a second. I was like, nope. I know this chat. I'm not.
I also stopped.
Let's get one more question for Pretty Lawful while he's on.
Pretty Lawful, I do have a quick question. What's been your favorite hairstyle to date?
Like on yourself or in general?
In general.
In general?
Let's throw it to the crowd. Yeah, like if you could put any hairstyle on yourself in an ideal world, which one has been like you've seen a hairstyle, you're just like, man, I really like that. Maybe not on me, but just in general. Like, let's talk about it.
The last scene in Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, when Viggo Mortensen is like post shower, like at the gates, the Black Gates of Mordor, and he's got his hair like a little bit done, but he's still battle ready. Man, I wish on God's green earth, I wish I could have hair like that.
I think that's my favorite answer. To this.
You had that so ready.
When was the last time you saw this movie?
I think.
You know what? Actually, don't answer that. I feel like honestly, there's no right way to answer the question.
That was so out of pocket. Like you were so ready for that. Like you have to be thinking about Viggo Mortensen's wet hair every fucking morning to come up with an answer like that.
Like you must have just seen this movie. You must have just seen this movie, or every single time you get your hair done, you're like, "This is my poster child." Because I have a moment like that too. But I won't talk about it because the moment I'm talking about is actually no longer searchable on Pornhub, so kind of a moot point.
Yeah, the Pornhub apocalypse kind of. Yeah, can I get your opinion on the Pornhub apocalypse? Actually, can we? No, I don't mean you. I mean our buddy. I mean our friend in the call.
I think that whatever the porn industry does is like honestly really predatory and often doesn't benefit sex workers in like a large volume of the circumstance. and we should be supporting sex workers and not like an industry that makes like a shitload of money off of like preying on an industry of like young girls and and I think whatever comes of that, which destroys Pornhub and this massive capitalist industry of like profiteering off of women's bodies, should end as swiftly as possible.
And do you feel that
where were you literally 1 person ago when I was asking serious questions?
Yeah, damn, you really be taking that shit with you be rolling with the punches.
The only other question I have though is, do you feel that Pornhub's attempt to separate itself from the porn industry by being a more like sociable and approachable brand is just deflection, or do you genuinely believe that there is some truth to what they do with their social media branding?
I think it's the same way when like giant corporations like Wendy's like pay their workers like starvation wages, but like are really funny on Twitter when they're in fact just like using it as a great like marketing scheme to like deflect away from the fact that they're like a part of this like incredibly abusive and destructive process.
Good take. Good take. All right.
Right there.
You got some good takes, Pretty Lawful. I like your style. I like the way you carry yourself.
Do you believe that Viggo Mortensen would agree with your opinion on Pornhub?
I think
you'd have to hope so, right?
I think Viggo Mortensen doesn't know what that website is.
There's no way he doesn't know what that
Viggo
website is.
Mortensen has for sure never seen a dick or a vagina before. I think I can promise you that based on how that dude looks. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us, Pretty Lawful. Really appreciate it. You had some great takes, and appreciate you sticking around for so long, waiting to come on the show, and for always supporting us, and for donating subs as well. It really means a lot. Anything you want to shout out real quick before we let you go?
Yes. Last thing I want to shout out is Philly Carp, phlcarp.org, so phlcarp.org. It's a mutual aid project in Philadelphia. It's run by a bunch of Philly locals, and they're giving out like sanitary supplies and food and groceries, and they have meetings trying to give out supplies and stuff for COVID every week. So it's really sweet. I give my money to them as much as I can, and they're pretty sweet org. So yeah, that's my shout out.
Hell fucking yeah, that sounds
Thank
awesome.
you.
I'm gonna donate something to them later on. I got some friends over in Philly, so I love that idea. Thank you so much for
Shout
that.
outs to socialists actually trying to make this country a better place, and shout outs to literally all of the socialists that started way back in the 70s and 80s, back when people were concerned about communism, actually just took it out on them not really understanding literally what the fuck.
Shout out to Fred Hampton, the OG.
Thank you, brother. You better fucking speak. You better fucking speak on it. Go off. Go
The Rainbow Coalition is the greatest thing to ever grace this God greatest. Nothing like it.
Hell fucking yeah.
Fucking spin. Preach, motherfucker. Thank you.
I
Go.
fucking love the energy. Thank you so much, Pretty Lawful. Really appreciate your shout outs and your thoughtful comments tonight. Thanks for sticking with us, and we will catch you next time.
See ya.
Thank
Peace.
And my man literally said, I'm stressed right now. Yes! Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait,
I'm trying to
you can
stay
have that.
gainfully employed right now because there are probably a lot of people
Yeah, I think he's done.
associated with the gaming industry, very possibly right now. And I'm not trying to let everyone know that I want the country, to like take fucking citizens more seriously, but the country should be taking more citizens more seriously. And the reality is, informed citizens start with socialism, and with socialism, and just helping your community in general isn't being socialist, it's being good fucking honestly. So definitely check out that link once again. That is going to be P as in Papa, H as in Hotel, L as in Lima, carp.org. You can go to /donate right now to go help out people in Philly and make sure that people are still able to eat, breathe, survive, honey. Because sometimes the government ain't looking out for us. Oh my God, he really referenced the almighty rest in soul, rest in peace, rest in greatness, Fred Hampton that was murdered in his home. My God. Yes! Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? We have one final guest on show, don't we, Dan?
Don't worry, it's the worst one we've had all night, so
Well,
let's get to it.
Mel was waiting. Mel, if you're still out there, I'll bring you in right now. I saw that Mel was in the waiting room for a while, and then they dipped.
Mel is not the worst
If you're
member.
still out there, I would love to chat with you.
We just got a
come
request
back-
for
come back
Sharpie's
into
link.
the waiting.
Can we
Mel's
get that?
back in the waiting room. Mel, you're coming in. Noonches, you'll be in after. Mel, you're live. on the
Ideally
stream.
not.
Mel, I had you on the one frame. I flicked you in here. It was an absolute flick moment.
Can I do the welcome? I have a welcome song.
Hell fucking yeah, Sharpie, let's hear it.
Okay. Don't do the big band screen on me. right. Welcome to the Coffee Breath Show, where we got Dan and everybody. Yo, it's so great to have you here, Mel. We're gonna ask you some questions and want you to answer, but even more importantly, just give us the answers because we're on a really quick schedule. This doesn't rhyme, but I don't fucking care. Let's go.
Go on.
Very good. Very good.
Please don't click that anyway.
I can't stand up. I'm lying. I got that. That's gonna be the new intro to the stream. Anyway, Mel, my dear friend, thank you so much for calling. It's been so long since we've talked. How have you been?
Yeah, it's been okay. You know, quarantine, just staying at home.
Of course.
That's where I hope you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharpie, you had something to say? Did I cut you off?
I did. So earlier I said, welcome to the Coffee Breath Show. What you thinking? We really want to know. Those were the lyrics I was going to go with. But what I really want to know right now is, I'm interested. What is the craziest thing you have thought literally in the last 24 hours?
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, man.
That's so
you guys,
good.
I'm saving all the good question for the femmes, women, and non-binary in this chat because they deserve it.
Yeah,
I'm
Sharpie's been like just
binary.
absolutely just farming the deep cut banger questions. I love this.
Let's see.
Weirdest thought, Mel. Just air it to the whole internet publicly.
I
online.
would recommend not mentioning anything along the lines
No,
of
it's
just murder, and because I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought about that shit earlier today. Okay, I'll be real with you. I'll just share a story while you're thinking. Earlier today, while I was inside of a Target attempting to purchase a Google Chrome device for my partner, all right, I had an individual actually look at my badunkadunk karunkarunk the wrong way, you feel me? Like a lorunkarunk, a wrong way, you feel me? And I caught him looking, so I turned around, made direct eye contact with him, pointed at him, and then said, "Excuse me, sir," and he looked, he did the look away, the glance like, ooh, she got me, every single time, right? So and then at which point I pointed at him, I said, "Excuse me, sir," and he walks over, he's like, "Yes," I was like, "I'd like this Chromecast." And then nothing came of it because, we live in a society where if a woman calls someone out for, glancing in a certain way, it could be especially deemed in a certain way, shape, or form. But in my brain, I was thinking about different ways to disclose your body. But in instances like that, you probably shouldn't share it on any way, any media, because things like that could get you in trouble. So, definitely don't share any thoughts like that. Maybe share a thought about, something else that you thought about, like, life as an astronaut. Maybe you thought about that today.
Did you think about that today, Mel?
No, this entire time I was like, yes. Kylo Ren. Yes.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren. That's a good thought to have.
These are great. I like
think of
these
something. I was trying to think of something, and while I was listening, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I am retaining this information. Yes.
How often do you think about
Kylo
Kylo Ren?
Mel?
Yeah, see, no, I like that because that was the very first thing that came to your mind when I was talking about something completely random and you can't care about. No, I love it. It's a pure
Careful,
thought. It's a
yeah,
really
yeah,
pure
yeah,
thought,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we don't share enough of those pure thoughts. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like other people will do that stuff, and they'll be totally called quirky or like super nuanced or just trailblazing. Right? We should be allowed to share our thoughts too. You feel me? Don't apologize for that shit. That's you.
No.
Never apologize for being you.
Last weekend when we were doing the when we were painting portraits, Mel requested one, and they sent me a picture, and I was like, I don't know if I can. They sent me like a full body like T pose, and I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I can't really do arms that well. And Mel said to me, if you can't do it, it's okay. Just do thick Kylo Ren. I don't know. Clearly, it's been on your mind for a while.
Just thinking.
It's a good. I like this.
Is Kylo Ren?
I love when people
One
are
thought.
literally upfront about it.
Is
yeah.
Kylo Ren your
It's
first
just
husbando, or did you have one before?
No.
No, okay. So that was like that was a big moment for you seeing and I'm assuming you saw The Force Awakens first, right?
Yeah.
So that was a big moment
So
for you.
here's my follow-up question as someone who's fallen into the trap with these fictionary characters being displayed in a television real-life medium. Have you proceeded to follow the actor's every move whatsoever?
to like a certain extent. Like if they post something, that's cool. But like I'm not like actively like, what are they doing? Wow, what are they doing right now? Let me find out.
Where you recognize them in the old movies in those formats type of thing. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
no,
you have that one burst of like, oh, I won everything, and then it's like, okay, I'm being again.
So you didn't like go out and watch Marriage Story just because of
Every day I wake up. Sorry, I was just doing my Marriage Story.
I have a better Adam Driver impression than you do.
Are we just gonna one up Dan?
Oh wait, no,
We can
sorry.
go
Wait,
on
did
and
you?
on if we're
Wait,
just
Myles, do you
one-upping
want to do
Dan.
some dialogue right now? Do you want to have the moment I could just go like I could like smash the wall like this?
Yeah.
I could be like, wait, do you want to do a monologue?
I can't do the whole
Yeah,
monologue,
oh
but I
my
can do the best part.
god, oh my god,
Yeah,
I've
sure.
actually never
Wait.
seen a real monologue.
Yeah,
like
wait, let me
instead
pull
of,
up the
like,
script.
a-
You want me to pull up the
Let's
script?
do a monologue. Oh, I was
Yeah.
just researching Crohn's disease because I have that.
Oh, that sucks. Fun fact: Alien. The script for Alien was written because Dan O'Bannon has Crohn's
that, and I
disease.
know it's a really difficult. Disease, so I'm sorry to hear that you struggle.
It's all good.
So I just want to say
I've
up
had
front,
worse.
I've never seen Marriage Story, so I'm not going to do a spot on like every syntax is the exact same. I'm gonna kind of feel this one out where I can.
Okay, wait, hold
Yeah,
on. I'm trying to find the script.
Mom.
Someone ask Mel one more question while I find the script.
Okay.
I have a really quick question. For
Yeah, let's
you,
hear it.
Just because I feel like I'm on a roll right now.
The whole thing.
Is there any singular part of your body in general that you wish that you could just put on a potato?
What?
It's because Theo's here. Potatoes are on the brain right now.
Dude, why'd you have me like that? Okay, I'm sorry. Secondary question. Yeah, I do kind of have potatoes on the brain. This is gonna get back to the crux of the issue. I've been watching reality TV a lot lately. My favorite show, and my guilty pleasure, has been RuPaul's Drag Race, and a queen on there made a reference about Mr. Potato Head, and so I've been thinking about Mr. Potato Head all fucking week. But I would like to know from you, do you have a guilty pleasure reality television show?
Lately, I've been watching Love Island, the UK version.
Oh
and,
my god.
That's some shit. That's some good shit right there. That's some premium
good,
shit.
But it's so bad at the same time.
Is that the Ex-Bachelor
Some of
people?
the sound effects absolutely get me.
Not Ex-Bachelor,
every single time you watch one of the guys talking about the girl that it's so clear they don't give a fuck, and the girls are like, I think that one. And they just have the super soft music, and then they get to the guy, and he's like, yeah, so I don't know about. I just thought, maybe this could be so. Now though, yo, that shit actually do me kidding.
It's so
reality TV
It's a
is
banger.
such a guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah.
It's so bad and
Same
so good.
here.
You really summed it up.
Jersey Shore is my greatest creative inspiration. Everything I make, I look to Jersey Shore for inspiration. I think it's one of the most genius pieces of media ever made. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Mel, thank you so much for joining us. Anything you want to shout out before we let you go?
having me.
I actually
your
did want to
story-
ask a
No,
question.
No.
It's about the segment we're about to do. Do you want to stay for the Marriage Story monologue?
No, what I was gonna do is I was gonna bring Luke in for the Marriage Story monologue, and I was gonna make him play a character.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good idea.
So Mel, on that note, anything you want to shout out before you go? Maybe like your store or something.
Oh, I do have a store.
Drop it in the
you
chat.
can- I'll drop the link in a bit. But you can use code DAN10 for 10% off on my shop on theawkward.shop.
That's so fucking sick. Mel makes some amazing art. If you haven't checked out their stuff, please do. Excellent stuff. You can't see it here, but behind the bar, we have a fridge down here built into the bar, and I have a few stickers that Mel so graciously sent me.
Oh, these are good stickers.
Put up on the bar.
Yeah,
really beautiful work.
We could demonstrate them if you're willing to let us pull some of these off.
No, I don't want to do that because
Okay.
I might not stick back on.
Okay.
But thank you so much, Mel, for being with us.
Yeah.
Check out Mel's shop, and there's a code with my fucking name. That's so correct. What an honor. Thanks for joining us, Mel. You're the best. Appreciate you as always,
Love
and
you
have a good night.
guys. Liz Nation.
Thanks, Mel.
No, fuck Liz Nation. You're out. All right,
Whoa.
Luke, I'm bringing you in, but I'm not going to ask you any questions. You can unmute your mic. Luke, are you here? Can you unmute your mic and let me know that you're here?
Can I try the intro one more time? Because I feel like I butchered it last time.
Go for it.
Okay, here we go.
Am I on?
Welcome to the Coffee Breath Show. What you thinking? We really want to know. So go ahead and chime in. Give us some thoughts on what you think. We'd love to hear it. Go ahead and speak. Thank you.
The rhymes were improved.
Luke, clap.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. That was a really wet
Wait,
clap.
is Liz-
All right.
Appreciate you twerking like that. I know it's probably really difficult because you're like stupid, dummy, thick, but yeah.
Yeah, Luke, I know that you're just built like a fucking truck, so it's hard for you
Remember when you put on my belt on Thanksgiving and the tightest loop like wasn't even close to you and you just have literally no thickness? Do you remember that?
I mean, you're just built different, bro. I just can't match your style.
I think you're the one that's built different. You are.
Well, speaking of built different,
I think I'm built more normally.
Speaking of built different, wait, did Liz just join the chat?
She did. She said she was going to join the chat.
Hi, Liz.
Liz wants to be in our
I booted her. I booted her. Fuck Liz. Fuck Liz.
Wow.
There's only one thing I'm here for right now, and it's to perform the dramatic scene from Marriage Story. And Luke, you're gonna be on the line the entire time, and you're gonna listen to Myles and I do it. I'm gonna be Adam Driver.
No, I was gonna be Adam Driver.
Oh,
that was the whole
shit.
point. That was the whole point.
Oh, okay.
That was the whole point.
Fuck. Wait, really?
Yeah, that was the point.
You should let Liz be the not Adam
All right.
Driver.
All right. I'll be. What's her name?
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. She does a good job.
Yeah.
I'll be her. Okay. Here is how we're going to close it out tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time joining the Coffee Breath Show, be sure to hit us with a follow on Twitch up here. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit us with a subscribe as well. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really been an honor. This is one of our longest episodes ever, and I want to give an extremely huge shout out to Sharpie to being so patient and sitting with us this entire time, being a part of this, and being so unfathomably kind with these gifted subscriptions,
and yet so savage and so unfathomably unkind at the same time. It's incredible.
I come from the fighting game community. If you haven't heard of me, I'm just going to do a small bio because I didn't get a real introduction on this show. I can't imagine why. I think we have professional interviewers here. But anyway, I'm well known inside the fighting game community for playing specifically Skullgirls. I'm actually a really, really big fan of Hating Big Band. And even more importantly, I love to make content. I'm actually working on a web series right now. You can go to youtube.sharpiepls.com or go to youtube.com/DaPurpleSharpie. I am DaPurpleSharpie on literally all social media platforms. I was recently featured on a Vice documentary, and even more importantly, I am attempting to try to get on TV for a more permanent job. But hey, check me out. I'm literally on every single social media platform you can think of: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and more importantly, TikTok is where I'm releasing my web series. Super thankful for being here. Super thankful for Dan, as well as Myles, and importantly, Parkour, for being here tonight and allowing me to take over this cast with actual interviewing.
And I want to give a special thank you to Sharpie, who keeps thanking us like we're some kind of fucking hotshots, when in reality, she's the verified Twitter user, icon of the fighting game community, and the greatest streamer on Twitch.tv, who was so gracious.
How does it feel knowing that I got verified, never having worked at Disney or ESPN?
Yeah, you know what? A story for another time off stream. Remind me of that later. There's a story there. And it's a funny one.
Oh my god, okay, I actually will ask it immediately after stream. I wasn't trying to bring it up.
It's not one I want to bring up on stream, but there's a funny story there. Anyway, Sharpie is the greatest. If you aren't already following her, please type !guess into the chat. If someone in there could type that right now, you get a link to all of Sharpie's social channels. A dear friend of mine, an absolute fucking honor to have her on this show. She really
in all
fucking
seriousness,
carried.
the show is very, very well made. I've been a very long time fan of the show. I really do enjoy watching it. I've not been able to catch it every single Friday because of my schedule, but everyone here is great. I think that shows like this are really genuinely going to take off in the future, and I think I'm really, really happy to see you keep working at it, and happy to see how long of a commitment you've been able to make to this bit that is the show.
You are way too kind for a show that is way too bad. And with that, thank you guys. If you aren't already subscribed, there is a YouTube subscription button down here below if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Twitch, the follow button's up here if you haven't already. We do the show every Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific. Sharpie is a guest, but we will most certainly have her back on again soon, if I have any fucking say in the matter. And fuck these guys, fuck them. But here's everybody's social media handles, except for Myles, who doesn't use social media. But thank you all for joining us. It's been an honor, and Myles and I will close it out with our dramatic performance of the I don't know, like
the meme scene from
the meme scene from Marriage Story. All right, I think this is like the beginning of the scene is like so long. I don't know where it starts.
We can just cut in any time. I don't give a shit.
Oh wait, hold on. This looks good.
Can you
Let's
read off
start.
one of the lines and chat can decide if that's what you
I found a line that it feels like a good start to this.
Okay.
Myles, go ahead.
Is it at the top of the
Oh
page?
wait, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Scarlett Johansson.
I'm Scarlett Johansson and he's Adam Driver. So this is how it's gonna go, guys. Thanks all for joining us, and we'll close it out with a really dramatic bit.
Wait, are you guys gonna interview me?
No, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, I told you to come into the chat and not say a word.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, when?
say that.
I told you I was gonna bring you into the call, and I said I don't speak. We're gonna do a bit.
This is what you deserve.
Sir, I don't know if you're familiar
Sorry,
with
you
him.
told me to call in. Yeah.
Oh, I did. I
Usually
wanted you
alt-right-
here.
You did, yeah, you told me.
Alt-right is all like, very much so they tell you one thing and then they get you there and they just spend the entire time talking over you, telling you to shut up. It's very, very.
Yeah, it's my favorite is when I go in and say hi and they're like, "Fuck you," and I'm like, "All right."
Hey, Ninjas,
That's a true combo.
Ninjas, shut the fuck up. What's your favorite scene from Marriage Story?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Okay, well, you're about to find out what your favorite scene is. Thanks so much for joining us.
That's what I meant to say.
And here we go, guys. I'm Nicole. Well, that's not Charlie. That's not a useful way for us to start.
I don't understand it.
Oh, fuck, sorry. You don't remember promising that we could do time out here? In Los Angeles.
We discussed things. We were married. We said things. We talked about moving to Europe, about getting a sideboard to do what you call a credenza, to fill that empty space behind the couch. We never did any of it.
And you turned down
it wasn't
a
something
residency
I wanted.
at the Geffen
We had a guest
that would have
theater
brought us
company
here
and a great life where we were.
And you call that a great life?
You know what I mean.
Me discovering
Don't pretend
you're
not
fucking
capable
Marianne!
of deception! You left Ben for me! You left Tab Bartlett for me! I don't mean we had a great marriage. I mean life in Brooklyn. Professionally. I don't know. Honestly, I never considered anything different.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? I was your wife. You should have considered my happiness too!
Come on, we were happy. You've just decided you weren't.
So, okay. I work here now. My family is here now.
And I agreed to put Henry in school here because your show went to series. I did that knowing that when you were done shooting, we would come back to New York.
Sakura, thank you for the subs. Honey, we never said that. That might have been your assumption, but we never expressly said
We did
that.
say that.
When did we say it?
I don't know when we said it, but
I thought
we said it that time on the phone.
Let me finish, honey, let me finish. Sorry, I keep saying that, sorry. I thought that if Henry was happy out here and my show continued, that we might do LA for a little while. I just thought that...
I was not privy to that thought process.
Well, the only reason we didn't live here was that because you couldn't imagine desires other than your own unless they're fucking forced on you.
Okay, you wish you hadn't married me. You wish you had a different life, but this is what happened.
So what do we do?
I don't know.
Nora says there's no coming back from this.
Fuck Nora. I fucking hate Nora telling me I always lived in LA, even though I never lived in LA. How could you have her say those things about me?
Jay said that about me too! You shouldn't have fired Bert!
I needed my own asshole.
Alright, great line.
Let's both agree that both of our lawyers have said shitty stuff about both of us.
Nora was worse.
Jay called me an
pulled the rug
alcoholic!
out from under me.
You put me through hell during our marriage!
Is that what happened to you? Is this hell?
And now you're going to put Henry through this horrible thing so that you can again get what you want.
It's not what I want. I mean, it's what I want, but it's what was what's best for him.
I was wondering when you'd get around to Henry and what he actually wants!
Fuck off!
No, you fuck off! If you listen to your son or anyone, he'd tell you that he'd rather live here.
Stop putting your feelings about me onto Henry.
He tells me he likes it here better.
He tells you that because he knows it's what you want to hear.
He tells me you're on the phone all the time and you don't even play with him.
Because I'm going through a divorce in LA and trying to direct a play in New York.
You're fighting for something you don't even want.
Which closed because I wasn't there. There was a huge opportunity for me for the theater and I let everyone down.
You're being so much like your father.
Do not compare me to my father. To Ben Solo.
I didn't compare you. I said you were acting like him.
You're exactly like your mother. Everything you complain about, you're suffocating Henry.
First of all, I love my mother.
I'm just repeating what you've told me.
Secondly, how dare you compare my mothering to my mother? I might be like my father, but I am not like my mother.
You are! And you're like my father. You're also like my mother. All of these people, but mostly your mother. When we would lie in bed together, sometimes I would look at you and see her and just feel gross.
I feel repulsed when you touch me!
You're a slob. I made all the beds, closed all the cabinets, picked up after you like an
The thought of having sex with you makes me want to peel my skin off.
You'll never be happy. In LA or anywhere, you'll think you found some better opposite guy than me, and in a few years, you'll rebel against him because you need to have your voice. But you don't want a voice. You just want to fucking complain about not having a voice.
I think that being married to you and that woman is a stranger to me.
You've regressed. You've gone back to your life before you met.
We had a child marriage! Oh, sorry. People used to say to me that you were too selfish to be a great artist, and I used to defend you, but they were absolutely right.
All your best acting is behind you. You're back to being a hack!
You gaslighted me! You're a fucking villain!
You want to present yourself a victim because it's good legal strategy. Fine! But you and I both know you chose this life! You wanted it until you didn't! You used me! So you could get out of LA.
I didn't use you.
And you did, and you blamed me for it. You always made me aware of what I was doing wrong, how I was falling short. Life with you is joyless.
Oh my god. So you had to fuck someone else? How could you?
You shouldn't be upset that I fucked her. You should be upset that I had a laugh with her.
Do you love her?
I love that she wouldn't have skipped the page like that.
Fuck, sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. No, but she didn't hate me. You hated me.
You hated me! You fucked someone that we worked with!
You stopped having sex with me in the last year. I never cheated on you.
That was cheating on me.
Makes it okay.
But there is so much I could have done. I was a director in my 20s who came from nothing, and it was suddenly on the corner of fucking Time Out, New York. I was hot shit, and I wanted to fuck everybody, and I didn't. And I loved you, and I didn't want to lose you. And I'm in my 20s, and I didn't want to lose that too. And you wanted so much so fast, I didn't even want to get married. And fuck it, there's so much I didn't do.
Well, thanks for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I can't believe I have to know you forever!
You're fucking insane! And you're fucking winning!
Are you kidding? I wanted to be married, and I already lost! You didn't love me as much as I loved you!
What does that have to do with LA? What?
You're so merged with your own selfishness that you didn't even identify it as selfishness anymore! You're such a dick!
Every day I wake up! Alright, that's the scene.
And scene. Parks, you gonna
David,
clap?
I have some notes.
Okay.
So it's David. It's David, right? It is David. Okay, David, if you could just, go ahead and wait in that room over there. Myles, we loved you.
Thank you.
Fantastic commitment. Fantastic. Dorian, you're still here? You can wait in that room over there.
I'll go wait in the other room. Sorry.
Myles,
I misheard.
Myles,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Myles, thank you so much. Absolutely love the emotion, love the commitment. Fantastic reading. Really happy to hear it. Do you have an agent? Because we'd love to work with you.
Yeah, I have an agent named Parker, Parker Queso. You can actually access him in his office in Texas right now. I mean, unfortunately, this is such bad timing, but his office might be down, but
No,
please.
I actually don't work with anyone named Parkour, but thank you so much for your time
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, no, it's Parker.
Yeah.
All right, so can I come back in the room?
Dolores?
Wait, anything for me now that I'm back in the room? Wait, anything for me?
Hi, Damien.
It's actually Dingo. Dingo is my name.
Right, David. We definitely read those lines. We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch for sure.
Hell fucking
Thank you.
yeah. And you know who else is going to be in touch? The viewers of twitch.tv/CoffeeBreath. Thank you all for sticking around tonight. What a fucking episode that was. I think that's going to be one of my favorites we've ever done. The most massive shout out in the world to my dear friend Sharpie for joining us tonight, for staying up so late joining us.
That was so hype. That was
way
incredible.
past
I
your
really
bedtime.
liked that reading.
Thank you.
I'm so every single day. I think my lucky star is that I was in a theater student, because I may have thought that was actually something that I should be doing.
Myles and I are
Never
living
in my
proof.
life have I ever looked up a script and been like, I should read this monologue on a stream on the internet with my friend.
Yeah, we're living proof. We actually started the first episode of this show with a dramatic reading of the Titanic.
And it was objectively our worst episode.
Yeah, and it's probably the worst thing we ever made.
Well, the Animal Crossing was not great either.
Oh, that one was not great either. We made a lot of bad shit, but you can watch it all here on twitch.tv/CoffeeBreath or on YouTube with the link in the description below. Thank you all for joining us. Exclamation point guests in the chat to check out links to Sharpie's. She's at DaPurpleSharpie on all social media. Let me bring these back up. There they are.
Flint Water, check out flint.org. Help Flint, check them out. They have literally still not got clean water.
It's been what, like
Much
7
coming
years
down.
now? Yeah. Help them out.
Yeah, it's been way too fucking long. Great shout out. Thank you so much, Sharpie, for joining us, and thank everybody in the chat. You've all been way too kind tonight. There's been so much gifting of subs and purchasing of merch. I really, genuinely am going to take a moment to be serious for 1 fucking second on the show, tell you how much that means to me. Thank you so much. It is truly an honor to have people who are willing to put up with this fucking bullshit every fucking week. So thank you guys. I know this is a weird thing for Twitch. I know it's Sharpie. I'm gonna fucking murder you. I'm gonna fucking murder you, Sharpie. I've had it up to here, guys. Tune into Sharpie's next stream where I donate 600 fucking subs to her to pay all this back. But thank you, Sharpie, for sharing your time with us. Fuck these guys, and thank everybody out there for being wonderful viewers. And we'll see you next Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern on the Coffee Breath Show. VODs go up on YouTube the next day if you're not able to join us live. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Arrivederci.
Defund the police. Bye.
Defund the police. Fuck all cops. Fuck all cops.
Fuck the cops.